Hey
And we're
everybody,
live.
welcome to another Tell Me Something Good. Today, what a very special, handsome guest we have with us today, young Jacob Wolf. Hey man.
Hey man, what's up, everybody?
Hey, so listen, a couple things you guys need to know right off the bat. Um, I'm on the phone with American Airlines right now. So when it comes time where I got to put my credit card information, I'm off to step out of the room and Jacob is going to entertain you. For those of you listening, hey Kate, and
Well,
KRP and Barry.
okay.
Yep.
In order to do that, I'm gonna have to pull up your stream separately so I can see the comments because I can't see the comments, so I won't be able to interact.
You don't even have to interact. It's going to take me 2 seconds.
Oh, I know, but shouldn't I? Like, it'll still be more fun if I'm able to,
Sure. Hey, Kat and Aha and Tina and Bradley, what's going on? Jacob and I are here to, we've been recording our podcast, Hey Man, and that's awesome, Savannah. Congratulations. Um, we have been promoting what's going on, Ray Ray and Linda and Dakota and Jen
And Jen.
and Kelly. Hey, so listen, we have been promoting our new podcast, Hey Man. And but we decided that not a good idea to release it with the special coming up. We thought we'd push the special first
Yeah.
and then release it afterwards. And so we we're just gonna mess around and just remind you guys that on October 19th, when the special drops, that Jacob and I will be in the chat live, and we will be giving away plane tickets, hotel room. T- oh, are you ready for me? Okay, Jacob, you got it, and
Oh
I'll be
my
right
God,
back.
already? God damn it, I wasn't prepared for that.
Sorry,
Hey everybody. Um, I'm still not super prepared, so I'm gonna pretend like I can see you guys, but I'm also um talking. Yeah, I'm trying to look for his live. No, I see. I can't read all the comments insulting me about how stupid I am and I can't find this live. But I'm gonna try. I think I think I can go through Facebook, right? That's how we're doing this. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. We're almost there, ladies and gentlemen. My computer is slower than a fucking anything. Oh my god. Um, wish I could see what you guys are saying because I can't. So that's fun. I hope everyone's having a good day. I hope everyone's chilling. Ah ha ha! All right, hold on. Hold the fucking phone. That. No. That was it. I'm on it. I'm on it. Come on, man. Just show me the comments. I'm literally watching myself and hearing myself, and I can't see comments. Guys! Guys, I am. Aha!
No, I get, and I got it. And I don't mean to
Uh,
do such a lazy
I
shot on
think
you, but
I
I should
am.
do it. But right now, I'm in the middle of a
Wait.
3 o'clock meeting, so I got all that information. I just want to give you the
Nope.
credit card
Nope.
information. Take the seat tonight.
Mute myself so I'm not listening to myself. What? All right. I'm officially lost. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm officially lost. I hope you enjoyed me struggling to try and find whatever the fuck I'm doing here. Um, I literally just had it, bro.
Yeah, it hurts.
There's no way. Okay. All right. Hold on. Okay, so all right, I'm caught up. I'm caught up a little bit, but it seems to be that the comments are a little further behind. So it looks like most of you guys are just having conversations with each other, which is hilarious, and I love that because I'm too fucking stupid to figure it out. It's not even the tech struggle. It's like my computer's so slow. I click one button when it clicks another button that I clicked like 2 minutes ago. I need a new laptop. Bradley, what's up, man? Hey everybody. Kelly, how are you? Let my tech keep catching up. Yeah. Thanks a lot. Yeah, I'll call back for yeah. I didn't. Here's the thing, man. Is like I usually don't even struggle that hard with this shit. I just had a little bit of trouble with that one, which is okay. I'm trying to figure out if I should do something that he. Never mind.
Thank you so much.
Hi, Tara. How are you?
Appreciate it. Okay. Thank you.
All right, he's coming back. He's coming back. I hear him. There he is.
We're back, everybody. We're back. We're back.
Oh my God, I hope someone clips that because that was the largest struggle of my entire life to try.
Really? What happened? What'd you do?
For some, like literally, I'm sitting here. I didn't even look at myself while I was talking to them. I just had your fucking Facebook page open, trying to find the stream, and then like I clicked the stream and it wouldn't open, and then it opened it full screen, and then it was just me. Like all I could hear was me, so I was really like panicking because I was doubling up. But it was also me like a minute ago, so I was hearing things from the past, and I was like, no, this is not happening right now.
Yeah,
man. And then I tried to like, find the comments, and so I'm clicking comments, and then it goes full screen again, and I'm like, this fucking thing, man. Like, I feel like you trying to fucking put this thing together. Like,
oh, not as easy as you thought it was it, buddy?
It's easier with a computer that's not fucking 1,000.
Or running the show isn't as easy as it looks like it is it, buddy?
Well, it's not fair. You get to see comments right here on this screen. I have to go to Facebook.
That's true.
That's not fair.
That's true. But you know what? We're back together. Back. By the way, great time with Jacob Wolf this weekend in Portland. We
finally got to get to Portland.
It was amazing. We went out to the Nike employee store, which was pretty dope.
I'm wearing my sweats, one of my pairs of sweats right
Me too.
now.
Let me see yours.
I'm wearing the tan ones.
Oh, I'm wearing the gray ones. It's gray sweatpants season, everybody.
Yeah, you don't have to show everybody why it's gray sweatpants season. Why don't you chill the fuck out on that?
I got to tell you something. Your mom was like, you should have bought the whole suit to be matching.
I told you.
And what did I say to you?
I told you.
I go, no, your mom's not gonna like this. She's not gonna like that.
She was gonna hate it. I told you to fucking buy it. Unreal. Unfucking real. You didn't listen to me again. Oh yeah, by the way, Dad, here's a real question. What other thing didn't you listen to me about? How do you pronounce the designer brand Gevenchy?
I believe it's GIV.
Did I say GEV?
Yeah.
My bad. I meant to say GIV.
Ready? It's
well, first of all, tell everybody how you pronounced it the first time, and then tell everybody how I told you how to pronounce it.
Listen, I am going to tell you that I think no, Jarvin, we don't get stoned together. We don't get stoned together. So
come on.
What was the question?
How do you pronounce? Or how did you pronounce?
How do I? It hasn't changed.
No. Oh, okay. Yeah. So how do you?
Givenchy.
Yeah. How did Mom say you pronounce it after you told me that I was wrong and you were pretty sure you were right?
Givenchy or something?
Givenchy.
Givenchy?
Givenchy or Givenchy?
Not in America. It's Givenchy.
No.
It's Tony Givenchy. That's right, Ray. Tony Givenchy.
No.
Bobby Givenchy. Bobby and Tony Givenchy.
No.
Where are you going? I'm going to the Givenchys to get some spaghetti. Who? Bobby and Tony?
Motherfucker.
What was that? Well,
You sound like you were going all Italian.
I was trying, but I don't know what you.
If I had the whole like suede sweatsuit on with the little gold chain.
Now let me ask you about. That's how you really pronounce it, is Givenchy, right?
No,
So
it's
let me ask you.
Givenchy.
Let me ask you a question about sweatsuits.
Okay.
Okay. Now we were going matchy with the Nike ones because we went out there. And by the way, these, I wish I had bought like 9 pairs of these actual pants.
They're so comfy.
What the fuck was I thinking?
I fucking told you, man. I've been wanting to buy one of these suits for a long time, but they're like $250 after tax in store.
What was I thinking? But let me ask you. So matchy, are you on board for the matchy Adidas also?
I will say Adidas makes these like they're not sweats, but they're not sweats. Does that make sense? They're like,
but they wear the tracksuits. Yeah, tracksuits.
Yeah, those like okay. So I know for a fact, like back in high school with Notre Dame, they had those kind of pants for the soccer team, but only for the soccer team. Like nobody else, like no basketball team, no football team, like they just didn't make them specifically for the soccer team. And they were arguably the number one comfiest piece of material that you could get on any sports team, like all around. Like they were just the comfiest pants ever. And I remember going over to a friend's house and like a friend who was on the team, and I was like, "Yo, I know this is gonna sound weird, but give me the pants. Give me the pants. I gotta try them. They are fucking out of this world."
That's the thing, but Corey's right, and so's Barry, who says Adidas reps the Eastern Blockers. It's right.
I don't know what that means.
That means the Eastern European. Like Corey said, Russian mobster suits.
Yeah. And I'm okay with that. But yeah, the I don't really do. I got to be so honest with you. I don't own a single pair of Adidas shoes. I don't really own Adidas clothing. I don't even know like Adidas socks. Like everything I have in there. If it's, if it's a sports
it's Nike
brand, it's Nike. Checks over stripes, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we like.
Thanks. By the way, thanks, Bird Dog, and thanks, Tim. And here's the deal. What people say, it's gray sweatpants season, but like if you're really looking for dick outlines, like the reason I stopped wearing those Adidas in the Puma ones too, was that material definitely hugs the junk way more than
it molds it a little.
Yeah. You can really tell if you're circumcised or not in those sweatpants.
Well, it's one of those things where girls can be like, well, he's a grower. He's either a grower, a shower, or a loser. It's one of those. That's what the gray sweatpants are for. Like you see, like he's either a grower or a loser, and you go up and you take your shot. And if you lose, you lose. But if you win, you win.
Well, I will tell you, these sweatpants, I would not normally spend that money on sweats, but it was 40% off.
They were 50% off. So
with no sales tax.
Facts.
Yeah. Now, people, I'm looking at a lot of questions here in the side, and we're going to get to these in just a second, guys. We will, for those of you on YouTube who aren't used to catching this stream, I'll post a link here pretty soon, which gets you to StreamYard, which will bring you on the screen with Jacob and I. In about 30 minutes, we're going to open this up to questions. So I know for those of you who want to ask who ordered the porn, which I'm sure a bunch of you will, then get on there. But so I will, I'll put the link up in just a little bit, and then we'll get back to it. First of all, buddy, your hair today looks fantastic.
Thanks. I was looking in the mirror this morning, and I really, for the first time, I was like, yeah, I need to trim. It's just too long.
Like, it's just a lot.
To a point it's a lot to maintain, but it's also, I think, really to a point to where, like, I like my long hair and I feel more confident in it. I'm losing the confidence with the longer it gets. Well, I feel like it's not like fitting to me at a certain length. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's also it's a little like if you don't have time to handle it, product and everything, it can get out of control. Yeah. So also, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just like even like going to the gym or like even on my PA work when I have my shit, like I have to bring a brush everywhere I go now because like I'll run around for 2 hours and my hair is just like my sideburns are so crazy right now. Like I don't know if I can, like, they're just like ridiculous just down the side of my face. So
Yeah.
every time I just get any sweaty, they just frizz up and stand out right here.
Oh yeah. So you go straight Hasidic Jew.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I've never
Yeah.
been to a length like that, but my hair is like I have like natural Jerry curls at the bottom of my hair now too. Like when I
Let
get
me
out of the
ask.
shower, no joke, my hair curls at the bottom.
Let me ask you a question. And
It's
by the
really
way,
strange.
Jr. Bangle, Junior Bangle says, "How often do you go to your dad's shows?" We're trying to do as much as we can, and he comes on
Yeah.
stage with me.
For the no. Yeah, I go on stage with you on the shows. Yeah.
Yeah, you come on the stage. Now I have a question for you.
Yes.
Now, right now, my hair is shorter than it's ever been.
Probably the shortest I've ever seen it. Yeah.
Not probably. There's zero doubt in the world. This is the. You know why I know it's the shortest
You
you've ever
talking
seen it?
entire life or adult life?
This is the shortest my hair has ever been, probably since
don't
I
get a
was
buzz cut?
born. No, dude.
I know, but I just want the specific clip so I don't have to go through it. So somebody just get ready to clip it. Or is this what you're about to tell me on the internet?
What the fuck are you talking about? What do you mean?
Will you tell me what you're going to tell
Oh
me?
yeah, listen, dude. It's not that interesting. This is not. It's not clippable. Yeah, and if it's clippable, I'll make the clip and post it. You know what I'm saying? So,
Oh, by the way, I also have a clip of you admitting that I didn't order the porn that you don't know that I have. So
no, I did not. I never
okay.
admitted it.
It's more like a play on the words that came out of your mouth, so it makes it sound like you said I didn't order it. So that's all that matters.
Yeah. I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about, to tell you the truth. What are you talking about?
Anywho.
Anyways. My hair forehead combo is like, we all have our things in our body that we're most insecure about.
Yes.
Right. And so my hair forehead combo, my hair head neck up, basically. Look, guys, I don't really I've never really cared I care what my body looks like, but I don't have a whole lot of insecurities. I know I have super skinny legs. They're real pale. I don't really care. Do you know what I mean? It's funny to me. My insecurities are straight neck up, face, head, everything is like. And so one of the reasons I wear a hat is because I don't love the shape of my head. I don't like the length of my forehead, and I don't like my hair. Right. So it's my giant insecurity. And so I was getting a haircut for my album cover that we were supposed to shoot on Monday. Do you know we're supposed? What's so weird about
it? For an album cover, like just hearing you say getting a haircut for an album cover photo shoot just makes me laugh.
Yeah. And so
not weird that you're doing work, just weird that you said album cover. That's what makes me laugh.
So, but it is an album cover.
Yeah, it is indeed an album.
Okay. And so what's up, Yola? What's going on, my man? And so I get this haircut. And you know me, dude, I'm in the middle of hey, fucking live your life. This is me. Be secure with who you are. Mm-hmm. And who gives a fuck what other people say? Mm-hmm. But this fucking thing is my insecurity. It's my thing that bothers me. Okay. And this person gave me this haircut. I looked in the mirror and was like, yeah, I'm not doing that photo. I canceled the album photo shoot.
For real?
I canceled it straight up. Mostly because, and Beth was like, because when I looked in the mirror, I didn't, and still when I look in the mirror, I don't see me. And so it's like, it's such a crazy we all have it, dude. I'm sure there's a part of you.
Oh, I definitely have it. It's pretty much my whole entire body. So
yeah, which doesn't make sense. Look, dude, you clothes.
Too skinny. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Too size of me. Not like that part. Like, I like how I'm built. I just don't like my size.
Right. Oh, you've talked about this for a long time. And when I look at you, I'm like, dude, you're a type of person, by the way, any article of clothing looks good on this dude. It's one of those guys. Like, you're like, this fucking guy can wear absolutely anything. But for me, you guys ever do Twitch streams? We do YouTube and Facebook right now.
I do Twitch streams, but just me.
Right.
I'll talk about that later.
Kylie says, now I get why it's been wigs lately. That's right, Kylie. For all the promos, I had to switch to wigs. Now the first promos were not, but and we all have, like I said, we all have our things, man. But this was mine. And I had to cancel it and redo the album cover with already existing pictures. But I wasn't going to, like, I couldn't spend a full day shooting because I would have never taken one good picture in my brain. You know what I mean?
Right.
Isn't it so weird? Because when I showed you my haircut, you were like, yeah, that just looks like you got a short haircut, right?
Yeah.
And isn't it weird that for me, it was like, I told your mom, I go, I'm not going outside for like a week. She was like, yeah, it just looks like a
Put a
haircut.
hat on.
Yeah, but it doesn't. Neck up, dude. That includes ears, my neck. There's so many things about neck up that bother me about me that I can't.
Go ahead.
But do you know how it is? Like, there's
yeah. Even no matter what anybody else says, that's what you have in the back of your mind, which I totally understand. But just so you know, you look exactly the same right here and right now in this. And this, no, this is not to like make fun of. This is just a reassurance because sometimes it's all you need.
I know,
look exactly
man.
the fucking same as you would in any other spot. Just
I
sometimes
know
a little less Jewy coming out the back of the hat. You know what I'm saying? That's
yeah,
it.
I know,
That's
man. I know. And oh, and you said you thought I was cutting my own hair. I was cutting my own hair. And then, for this shoot, because the shoot was supposed to be professional, but get the fryer cut. I'll show you guys what the haircut looks like. Does everyone want to see? Should I show
here's
everyone?
the thing. Before you show everybody, I want you to be just brace yourself because it's not going to be what you think it's going to be. Like, it's not going to be something that's really crazy and terrible and she really fucked up. It's just something he's uncomfortable with. But when you guys see it, everybody's going to go, oh yeah, that's just a short haircut. Something we may have never seen before. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, dude. But when it's this short, especially on the sides, it accentuates the two parts of my neck up that drive me crazy.
I think I know both parts.
Which ones?
Your forehead and your ears.
Yeah, that's right.
I have big ears too, man. I think that's partially why I grew out my hair, is because I'm trying to hide them. Because
you don't have ears you don't have ears close to mine.
But when not close to yours, because you can stick your ear inside your ear. But when my hair, but when my hair is cut, they just sit like my ears don't rest up against my head like a lot of people's do. Mine sit out.
Mine do too a little bit.
That's what I know. So like I get it, but like
Deborah, if you're asking if I'm bald, you haven't been on this page for long enough. I take my hat off all the time. So you're just not paying attention,
Yeah.
That's not why. I don't like TMSG is tell me something good. Samuel. Okay.
Tell me something good.
Oh yeah. All right, here we go. Ready? Are you ready?
Just so you know, also with the hat, you are casting a large. Oh, he can't hear me.
What?
I was saying with the hat, you do cast a large shadow. Like I can't even see your eyes. I can actually I can see the reflection of the screen in your eyes, which is kind of funny.
All right, here we go.
But it's okay. Just do your thing.
Oh, Misty says, "Show it. We'll give you the truth." Missy, it doesn't matter what any of you say. That's the crazy thing.
He doesn't. It
doesn't matter. In my brain, from here up, I know what I look like. Like the hairline is there. It's just a giant forehead. It's just like, not only did she cut it short, she didn't give it any style. And look at the sides, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, I don't have any product in it now, and it's kind of fucked up, but
she didn't give it any texture.
What's that?
She didn't give it any texture.
No texture, and there's no style to it,
No.
It just was like
yeah. She didn't cut like what we want to see, or at least when I get my hair cut, like I want to see someone who's cutting with an image in their head and not just cutting for a length. Like they're cutting with a style in their head, so they're going along with it instead of just cutting short and letting you style.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Yeah. It's like a crazy she didn't. When she cut the sides, dude, right away I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be the worst
Too
haircut."
short.
Yeah, and look, in 3 weeks from now, it's gonna be fine.
Fine.
Yeah,
I will say
but
one thing about us, and I think you're who I got it from. My hair grows really fast, and
yes, my hair grows fast
I
too.
think your hair grows also very fast.
Yeah, it does. It does, but it didn't grow fast enough to do that fucking photo shoot.
Ha ha ha.
But I wasn't. You know what? I'm going to tell you something, dude, and this is what I want to say to you because I like to share these things with you. I was embarrassed with myself for canceling that shoot. For a minute, I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed. I was like, "What the
I,
fuck is wrong with you?"
I mean, I understand why you're embarrassed, but I understand also why you did it. Like, I understand why you did it because of the fact that you would have spent the whole day taking photos, and at the end of the day, after paying everybody and doing everything you need to do, you're gonna have to say, "All right, we have to schedule another one in a couple weeks because I fucking hate all of these photos. I don't want you to even look at them. I want you to take them out and let's do it all again," which is
Yeah,
which is
I mean,
pointless. Like,
but well, that's the thing, dude, is that the album comes out next Tuesday, so like, there's no way to do that. You know what I'm saying?
right?
That was a thing where it was just a mad fucking scramble. So, but it was,
That's
you know,
it's the business sometimes.
but I will tell you, dude, honestly, like for me, this happening at this moment in my life was actually pretty cool because it was a test.
Yo, you just
It,
got super grainy on my screen, just so you know. Like your
yeah,
camera quality just went.
my, my, for whatever reason, my Wi-Fi just went shitty.
Okay. Well, continue. So it's a good thing for it to happen at this point in time in your life.
Because look, dude, I have been on this journey. How's the quality now?
Getting better. Like I wouldn't fuck with it too much. Like it's going in and out. Like it's getting worse, but then getting a lot better. Like it's just going up and down.
Okay.
So let it fluctuate. It'll fluctuate back to the top. Just don't fuck with it.
Okay. And so
It just
why it
got way
was,
better. Don't touch it. Don't touch
don't
it.
touch
It
it.
just got way better.
Okay. The reason this was such a big deal for me right now is because I've really been trying to not be that guy. And
Yeah.
I thought I was past it. And so for this to happen and for it to hold a mirror up to me literally and go, you're not quite ready was interesting for me at this moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
So tell me something, dude. I'm going to see you in
Game
about
of
a week.
Thrones is insane. So you
Yeah, I
said tell
can't
you
believe you're
something. So I'm
just watching Game of Thrones.
Yo, I'm already on season 7. No joke. I've buzzed through this fucking show.
You really have.
Dude, I haven't been watching the show for more than a month. Not even kidding. I have wrecked already 6 seasons of this show. And I'm on apparently what is the last good season in season 7, and then season 8 sucked. So I am.
Yo, people are bitches, man. Season, yeah, it didn't
Well, you know
end
what
the
I
way
will
I
say? Like,
wanted it to
well, they
end.
did also switch. They switched up writers and so much of the fucking creative staff behind it on the last season. Hard to do that and expect, just for everybody to know in the business, hard to do that and expect the same result as the first couple of seasons. Also, secondly, who gives a shit? Like, I still think it's gonna be interesting. Like, I haven't seen any season spoilers. I did know one spoiler going into it, like one specific spoiler, because I remember all the memes on the internet. And by the way, for anybody who hasn't seen it right now, I don't care because I'm like, you're so overdue. Like I'm like this isn't
Yeah,
a
you
spoiler at
can't
a certain
claim
point.
you
Like
can't
yeah,
do.
yeah, like you can't be like no, I haven't seen it yet. Haven't seen it yet. Like if you're
Yeah.
watching it currently, mute it because I'm going to say something.
Well,
But when like
yeah,
when Jon Snow got killed, and I was like first of all, huge shock. Like I was fucking shook. Like I was like, what? But then I was like, nope. See, that's the spoiler I know because I know his ass comes back to life somewhere in this show, and I don't know when, and I don't know how, but I know his ass is coming back.
how
And
do
my
you know?
girlfriend goes, because I saw it on a fucking meme on the internet for like weeks. Like I literally saw him on a table waking up.
Yeah,
And like he was shirtless and he had all these wounds. And then it got to that scene and I was like, oh ha ha. That was fucking fast. I was like, it was like 2 episodes after he was fucking killed. I was like, oh lit. It's kind of awesome.
listen, like I guess I get.
I cried
I'm
last
just.
night in an episode too.
You did?
Oh yeah,
Which
it's
one?
only it's only the second thing, movie, TV, anything wise, I've ever cried in ever.
Which one, you pussy?
Shut up! I've seen you literally jazz hand and scream like a fucking girl in the theaters and get called out by another grown ass man.
Which one
Okay?
you? Which one? Which episode you cry at? You bitch. Which one?
Fucking Hodor, man. When Hodor was holding the door and he got killed,
Oh, fucking Hodor!
and then you got the backstory of why he can only say Hodor is because it sounds like hold door. And it's like the past, the present are connected, and he had like a seizure because he's, I don't know, dude, it was so fucking cool. Like,
Dude,
cool connection, but also like I was sitting there just like one single tear out of each eye, and I was like,
like
no.
a bitch.
Oh my god, I did.
Dude,
such like a bitch.
Do you remember? I cried in a movie. Okay,
You cried in a movie or screamed in a movie?
Well, I scream in any horror movie. There's no doubt about that. But
it's pretty funny.
I was in a movie with you, Caitlin, and Trevor, and so it was a movie, an Adam Sandler movie called
Click.
Yeah, Switch maybe.
Yeah.
No, Click or Switch?
It's called Click. Because he had the pause remote. He had the remote, right?
Yeah. By the way, the brat says, did you guys smoke some Portland, Oregon weed? And what kind of sticky did you get? Dispensaries around here are amazing. Jacob, why don't you answer this first, and I'll go back to this.
I did walk into a place called right next, like really, literally downstairs from the Helium Comedy Club, called Pharma. People in there were super nice. That was a really nice dispensary. And I will say some really good bud for sure. But hey, Portland, y'all got some good weed, but you still have never been to Cali if you ain't never had it over here. I will put California weed up against anybody in the world and almost guarantee that the best is here in Southern California or Northern California. One of those.
Lord, yeah, this is my son. Hey, listen, I will tell you this. Thank you, Elise. I appreciate that. I will tell you this. For me, living in Tennessee now, Portland, California, Washington, because I was in Washington last week, 2 weeks ago, Portland this week, and I'm going to be in LA next week. It's all good, man. When you get that dirt weed that I've had, it's all good. But let me tell you about Click. You ready?
I remember going into the theaters to see this movie, but I'm trying to remember the movie and what scene you could have possibly cried at.
There was a father-son. Look, man, I cried during Billy Elliot. I don't know if you've never saw Billy Elliot. I was on a date. This was before I met your mom. I was on a date with E.G. Daily. E.G., who does the voice for Tommy Pickles.
And
one of the Powerpuffs. One of the Powerpuff
Bubbles.
Girls.
I think it's Bubbles.
Yeah. I was on a date with E.G. to see Billy Elliot. I had just gotten this tattoo of the three of you guys. And I had showed her. So I was coming in tough. And by the way, guys, this is pre when everybody had a tattoo. This is still when like, oh, you got a tattoo? Okay. Right. So I'm coming in tough.
Early 2000s.
I'm coming in tough. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Bam. Slamby. And Billy Elliot comes on. And this is like, dude, when I saw Forrest Gump with this girl in the theaters, and Forrest Gump got me, and I started to cry. And she looks at me and she goes, I was crying. And she looks at me and goes,
like tearing or crying? There's a difference between tears and
not sobbing, like a tear. You know what I mean?
Okay, a tear. Yeah, just making sure. That's what I have to ask. Like, I'm making sure
you know
weren't
what?
sobbing when he said "Run, Forrest, run."
Yo, she said she didn't say anything near as bad what Trevor said to me. By the way, Trevor is Jacob's older brother, my oldest son. I started to cry and Click. And so what happened in the theaters, you know, you used to have to sit right next to me because I used to sleep during most of the movies just in case. I definitely, just in case I fell asleep, I didn't want you to get up and walk around, and which you were known to do. So I would sleep with my hand around your leg. And a lot of times Caitlin sat in the seat with you and Trevor sat next to me. And so I start to cry, and Trevor goes, "Hey," and I go, "Yeah," and he goes, "Are you crying during an Adam Sandler movie?" And I was like, "What?" And he goes, "Get it together." And I was like, "Oh boy."
How old was Trev?
Close to 10.
Jesus.
He was just like, "Get it together." And I was like,
That
"Yeah."
man's kind of always been locked in from a young age.
I was like, "He's right. I really need to get this shit together." But that at Forrest Gump, she wasn't quite as nice. She said in a grown outward person's voice, she said, "Are you crying?" This is exactly what she said. "Are you crying during this?" She hated it. "Are you crying during this dumb fucking movie?" And I was like, God. By the way, it's cool to
By
bash
the way,
Forrest
also,
Gump now, but not then. It wasn't. People bash Forrest Gump. In hindsight, they're like, shitty movie. Yo, Forrest Gump. But you bash Blair Witch too. So
I don't bash Blair Witch. I like Blair Witch.
I thought you told me Blair Witch didn't scare you.
Well, it didn't scare me, but not that I don't
Yeah.
like it. It's a cult classic. Like,
What movie scared you the most?
yo, that movie fucking, the new Evil Dead, the beginning of that movie made me shit myself. Like, oh, and
Evil
the fucking
Dead.
Conjuring.
The Conjuring is that's a real deal.
That first movie, when they walk into like that, there's that one scene where they walk, it's daytime and the girl is sleepwalking and she walks into that dresser and keeps walking her head into it. And then they back her up and sit her on the bed. And then it pans up to the top of that dresser and it's the fucking whatever that thing is.
I would also
Oh
challenge
my
you.
God, that thing scares the shit out of me every time.
I would challenge you. And Andrew says Gump hit differently in '94. It did. You know what
Yo,
really
if you're
got me?
bashing on Forrest Gump, you fucking no. Bad kitty. Bad
So
kitty.
Laura says Blair Witch just makes me motion sick. Here's what I would say about Blair Witch.
It's not the only I hear that.
Future reference, you have to go to the dispensaries that look like a hole in the wall. Those are the best privately owned. Well, thank you. We will do that for sure, the Brat. Thank you. The thing about Blair Witch, which was hard, Texas Chainsaw, really? And Insidious did it for me too.
Insidious was pretty good. I think there was one too many movies, but I like the connection between 3 and 1 with them knocking on the door in a different realm, and it was from the first. Like, I like that. I like how that.
Alex, I need to know which Texas Chainsaw you're talking about. House on Haunted Hill.
Those Texas Chainsaws are just too gory for me. Like, there's no the man just walks around just literally sawing people in half. Like,
yeah. This is a good one. Derek says, "Have you seen Paranormal Activity?" Yo, that first one, that fucked me up.
The first one was good. The rest after that, way too cheesy. Also, there's a girl I went to middle school and high school with in the fourth one. So, whatever.
I love this. Phoenix says, "If you didn't cry at the end of Click, you're not human." Thank you, Phoenix. Thank you.
I'm also you're also looking at a guy. I don't know if you didn't, but you're also looking at a guy who did not cry in Marley and Me. So
yeah, you're a hardened criminal. Juggalo says, "I'm a weed tuber. I review weed for a living." Okay. Oh, but by the way, everybody on YouTube right now who's watching, October 19th, head over to the YouTube channel. I hope you've clicked the notification. Just know Jacob and I will be in the chat during my special. And we're going to pick a winner out of the chat for plane tickets, hotel room, and tickets to one of my shows anywhere in the United States. So go hit that notification button. Watch it with us on October 19th, 6 o'clock Pacific time. I will tell you, man, for me, Blair Witch was this. 13 Ghosts. I've never seen that, Sonny. Have you seen 13 Ghosts?
I haven't seen it either, but
yeah. Mo, I'll be in Kansas City in December. I'm there every December. ComedianJoshWolf.com for
dates and
tour dates. Yeah. This is what Blair Witch did for me. And this is for me. We had never seen anything shot like that. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So
I get that part.
Yeah. So it was like, what?
I like how it was shot, and I'm not gonna lie. Like, I like the hand cam POV. For some people, I've heard a lot of people say that they get motion sickness, which makes me laugh. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But I'm not laughing at the fact that you have motion sickness. I'm just laughing at the fact that movie itself makes you
Yeah.
Motion sick. Because that movie itself just makes me laugh now. Like I'll just watch it. Like nothing scares me about it anymore. I know what's gonna happen. Her screaming that dude's name when they're just running around the forest and just screaming out loud just makes me laugh. Like
How dare you? How
what's she
dare
screaming?
you, sir?
Sam?
How
Isn't she
dare
screaming
you?
Sam? Right? It's Sam, right? And you just it pans back to her. You see snot dribbling down her nose. Sam! It's fucking great.
How dare you?
Makes
Matt
me laugh.
Benjamin, you're calling out sick on the 19th. I like your style, my man. I got
boy.
3 comments here. Logan said, "Why would anyone cry during Marley and Me?" You bastard. I believe Marley dies. Spoiler alert.
Not really a spoiler anymore.
My
If the
my
movie came out
opinion,
over a year ago, not a spoiler.
Marley and Me came out like 6 years ago.
Look, that it came out way more than 6 years ago.
Did it? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think that
Caribou
was like
Lou-
yeah,
Caribou Lou says your opinions on Interstellar.
beautiful, awesome movie. Soundtrack's great. Ending's good. The way it looks is spectacular.
You know what I love, dude? You know what I love? I love movies like that where you go in not expecting anything and you walk out like, okay, look at fucking all right.
Yeah, it's a good movie. What about The Exorcist? I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck
I'm
that.
with it. Yeah, Halloween 1978, 100%.
Yo, not gonna lie, I think I'm about to go see my very first like Michael Myers Halloween movie in theaters.
Oh, I can't. Oh, I wish we could do that together.
We can. It comes out literally in 2 days, so we can see it when you're here.
Now, what if I took mushrooms and you babysat me while I was in the theater?
Nope, because Iman and I both want to see it, so it would be us 3. So
Okay.
definitely not. We can do that on another day. We can do that on your birthday.
Oh, on my birthday. All
We
right.
can do
I
it
like
after we
that
watch
idea.
the special. We could just go walk around. I don't care.
This is a great idea, Jacob Wolf. It would be
Yeah,
like
sure.
a birthday present. Oh, I got to get on a fucking flight that night at like 11 o'clock. I don't want to get on a plane tripping. There's nowhere to go. Just in case things go bad. Oh, if I'm coming down. You mean during the, I get hungry when I come down from mushrooms. I get ravishing hunger. Like just shove everything I can.
Yeah, because your body because your body and your brain just exerted so much for the X amount of hours you were fucking seeing
dude.
shit.
I feel like I just hiked. Not like a gym workout, like an outdoor workout.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I do like sometimes I haven't done it in a cool minute, so I have no idea in all honesty. Like
Tina said she had Blair Witch on VHS and still haven't seen it. It's worth it. Now listen, guys.
Oh, okay, wait, hold on. First of all, way to date yourself. You can't say you had Blair Witch on VHS, first of all, publicly. That might be one to hold to yourself. Secondly, you said that you haven't seen it all. How is that possible that you still never seen the whole thing and have it on VHS? That means you've had it for a good amount of time. I'm not going to say what year I think you've had it since, but probably a good amount of time. So I don't know. Maybe you should watch it. Maybe not on VHS though.
Yeah, Tina, I would definitely. Well, I mean, at this point, honestly,
it's a cool. Look, if you're a film,
can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can't see.
Okay, stay right there. The battery just went out on my camera. I just need to change batteries.
Okay.
So
for anybody who hasn't seen Blair Witch but is like a film person, like if you like movies and you like film and like. I wouldn't say the history of film because I wouldn't say Blair Witch is kind of like a historic thing, but it's a cult classic. So like if you like film and just like if you want to just smoke weed and watch a cult classic, like smoke a joint and watch Blair Witch. Like it's not really that scary. You might get like a couple small little jump scares if you're seeing it for the first time and just kind of get a couple laughs out of it. But when they go first hand and it's hand cam, dude, and they're running through they're running, and then they pan to themselves and it's like her face right there, and it's just you just see snot running down her nose. Like that shit just makes me fucking laugh. Like that shit's so funny. Dad, I don't know if you can hear me, but your camera's really zoomed in. He's gonna find out when he comes back. That's gonna be really funny, actually. But yeah, I would say watch Blair Witch. But that's also just me. We kind of fixed it.
Could you hear me swearing?
No, I couldn't. But I could see how zoomed in your camera was, and I told everybody, I go, oh, that should be fun when he comes back.
No, look at that though. It worked.
No, it worked great.
Okay, so listen, everybody, we're gonna bring some people on. So
YouTubers.
I'm about to. YouTubers who haven't done this before, I'm going to pop the link in the chat. It's the StreamYard link. You click on it. I'm also going to put it on the screen here. You cannot click the ones on the screen. That you'll have to paste. It'll bring you to StreamYard, and so you'll be in the StreamYard with Jacob and I. It only fits the StreamYard 10 people down below, 2 of which are being occupied by Jacob and I. When you ask a question, I'll boot you out of StreamYard and let somebody else in. Ladies and gentlemen, in the ring scared me too, Devil Hunter. Shrooms Airlines.
Oh, the Grudge.
Yeah, the Grudge, good one. Just know when you ask a question, you'll be moved out. Please don't join the StreamYard. Please just enjoy the stream. If you don't have a question for us, then this is not the one for you to join in. Okay. I'm going to post it right now.
Nice.
Let's just get ready for the who ordered the porn question, because that's coming.
Are we going to over under how many people are going to ask it?
Well, I mean, there's only one person's going to ask it, and then we'll answer it one time.
No, because if someone joins late and then sees they can join and ask it, I don't know. I'm going over twice at least.
There it is. It's in the stream. It's on the screen. Click join in. You can ask us as many questions as you want. And then just remember that Jacob and I, after what's going on from New Orleans, that's where I got married, Eric.
New Orleans.
Yeah.
What's up, Nola? Gotta go back.
Jacob says, Jacob, check out Reanimator. I don't think I've ever seen Reanimator either. See, this dude says it was my parents who ordered the porn. Wicked Bunny.
Hey,
I want to
go. That's the answer. So anybody who wants to ask it, you just heard the answer. So don't ask the question.
Wicked Bunny. Listen, I appreciate you being too shy to participate. That is not a problem at all. We have a lot of people who have some sort of social anxiety. And this is a very friendly forum.
Open spot.
This is very, so there ain't, just so you know, eventually when you do want to jump in, it doesn't have to be this time or next time. I think everybody here will attest that I'm not a dude who's going to make you feel uncomfortable at all.
Bring it in. Right? Come on. Bring it in.
Oh, Kristen, you're going to get the real truth and nothing but the truth. Absolutely, you are. Okay. See, this is what I say. As an 18-year-old, I bet Jacob ordered the porn.
As an 18-year-old, I already know that porn's free on the internet because he already has a joke about that one.
All right, guys. Well, look, I am going to start bringing people in. And then, and just so you know, after you ask the question, we're just going to have to move you. That's right. That's right. We're just going to have to move you so we can get some more people in, because I can just see right now, Jakey, the amount of people trying to join in are crazy. So this is awesome.
Lit.
And so I want to start with somebody that I don't think I've talked to before. You good with that?
This is your show, bro. I'm just here for the ride.
It's our show, my man.
I mean, just tell me something good. This is your show. We have another show called Hey Man coming out after the 19th.
Yeah. Curtis, I'm going to be in Denver the first weekend of December. Thank you, sir.
Back at the Comedy Works, Denver?
Yeah. By the way, look at this dude's name. Sir Moist. Yo, that is so great.
Hey,
hello,
Sir
Hawaii.
Moist, I hope you play video games and that's your gamer tag, because
that is so dope. Sir Moist is amazing. All right, let's answer this first.
G'day.
And then I'll get to the people. Juan Carlos says, how was Jacob's reaction when he caught you and your wife? And I just want to give everybody the background real quick. Jacob shared with me on a live a couple months ago that he had walked in on me and Beth, and neither one of us knew.
Nope.
When you were how old?
18.
Okay, so go ahead.
I was supposed to drive to school that day, and somebody got high the night before and brought the keys into his room because they were still in his pocket. You.
Oh, was that me? Okay, sorry.
Yeah, you. Because you wanted to walk the dog and forgot you had your keys in your pocket and brought your keys, which you do a lot. You leave them in your jeans and bring them into your room.
Okay, so take me through the morning. What happens?
Usually it's fine. Usually it works out. Usually I knock on the door and we're all good. I checked the bowl by the front door. This is by the Matilla house, by the way. This is before my senior year of high school, and I'm going to school. I think you were on a flight later that day, and so mom was going to take you to the airport, and that's why I had the car. Because usually when you were in town, I never drove the car to school. I only drove it when you were gone. So I checked everything, and I was like, oh, it must just be, he must have just brought him into his room. And so I'm going to quietly go in there, grab the pants he was wearing last night, grab the keys out of the front left pocket where they always are, and walk out.
It is front left.
I know. That's what I'm saying, dude. This is not the first time this has happened. I know the drill.
Yeah.
And not going to lie, the others fucking 25 times this has happened, both of you were asleep. On the 26th time, however, neither of you were asleep. And so I decide not even to knock. I decide that I'm just gonna.
Oh, you didn't knock?
Nope.
I mean, so part of the blame falls on you.
Yeah, 100%. Because also now that I think about it, there are times I've knocked before, and just like me, whenever I'm doing something in my room, there's a rustle or a quiet pause before yeah, come in. So that's happened a couple times in the morning, but I just never thought anything of it because we're your parents. Yep. And I don't even want to have that thought cross my mind.
Right. You're never like, I bet you my parents are banging.
Yeah. And also, by the way, on that note, for the kids that like to have sex in your parents' bed, you're a fucking psychopath. You're a fucking psychopath. And it's disgusting. Like, why do you want to fuck where your parents fuck? What's the deal with that? Like, What's the info behind that? Like, I gotta know, why do you sick ass motherfuckers like to do that? Like, what's the deal? Like, I had never
thought of it that way. I thought of it as doing something to my parents, but I had never thought of that they had also been fucking on that. Yeah, yuck.
And maybe they didn't wash shoes by the time you got to that.
What are you saying, right? Why are you saying that?
Because I'm just trying to fucking gross you out. Here's my point. I didn't knock the one time, and I will take the blame for that. By the way, I was quiet as a fucking mouse. The fact that neither of you saw and or heard me was still pretty impressive.
I was concentrating, bro.
No shit. And so I peek open the door, and I peek my head because, like, you know, when you had your door, dude, remember it wasn't just like a straight shot you could see. There was a little wall on your right side.
Yeah.
And so I got just enough past it, saw what I needed to see, and I said, well, I'm going to wait about 15 minutes and just be late to school and fucking scoop my eyes out with a wooden spoon in the kitchen.
Yeah, that's about right.
And I slowly closed the door, even quieter, I think, than when I went in, because I was like, I'm not about to let them know that I was in here for that.
Yeah.
Quietly closed the door. Waited about 15 minutes because I was like, well, I'm going to need to fucking figure out how the fuck to erase that from my memory. And then I'm going to wait a little bit, be courteous, let them do whatever they're doing, and I'll get the keys in 15 minutes.
Listen, by the way, a very courteous son, just to let everything finish up. And then, I like it.
Man, I'm there's no reason for me to intrude on that. Like,
I agree.
I was like, fuck it. Like, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to be late for school. Like, I think I've earned the being tardy to school after this morning. So I'm just gonna, and my first period was a fucking joke anyways, you know. I'll tell you a story of my first period, maybe on this one, maybe on a different one. But I waited 15 minutes, knocked on the door this time, a good pause. So maybe I didn't let you continue because maybe there was possibly more. So who fucking knows? And I wait about 3 or 4 seconds go by and I hear, and I go, and I just peek. I just open the door. I don't even come in. I just open the door. I go, dude, I need the keys. And you go, they're in the bowl. I go, no, they're fucking not. I've been looking for 20 minutes. They're in your jeans. Can I come in and get them? And you go, yeah. And I was like, great. And I walk in, grab them. Okay, I love you. See you next week. And you go, all right. And I love you too. And I shut the door and walk out. Just so you know, also, I didn't tell any of my friends that. I never told anybody that pretty much until the time we had that fucking
surprise me on a fucking live stream.
I surprised the world. Nobody had even heard that. I kept that to myself when I got to school that day. Everybody was like, why are you late?
When you said that to me, I was like, what?
When everybody was like, why are you late? I was like, I just couldn't find my keys.
Now, I want to, by the way, I love that. And I do want you to tell the story about your last test at Valley. Okay. But I want to address this, Rusty Blumpkins.
That's a great name, by the way, dude. That's
Now,
hilarious.
Rusty says, if you don't want to smash in someone else's bed, why would you smash in a hotel room? Can I tell you what somebody said to me that blew my mind? I was talking, I saw a used mattress, and I go, who's buying it on Craigslist? I go, who's buying a used mattress? And the dude says to me, this coming from a guy who sleeps in a hotel bed every week. Like, you sleep, more people fuck on the beds you sleep on than that one mattress. And I was like,
right. But here's the
what?
Is those sheets are changed every single
That's what we're
time
hoping.
a person leaves that hotel room.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping.
And especially nowadays in COVID, it is sanitized the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
It is crazy clean. Yo, with the amount of things I've already seen in my life, not just that, I'm pretty amazed I haven't asked for therapy too.
I like, he had to get it off his chest.
Those things are constantly changed, and with what we're in now, everything is like bleached with like a gallon of it when they wash it. You know what I'm saying? So like,
listen,
I understand that part, but nope.
It will be now.
Also, straight on a bed where strangers are fucked is better than on a bed where my parents are fucked. So,
all right, guys, let's get to your questions. I've never spoken to this gentleman, so I want to bring him on. Electro Jed. What's up, my man?
First of all, I want to say, Josh, ever since I've seen the best practical joke ever, you have been one of my favorite comics. And I'm an old school. I'm 56, and you have brought so much laughter to my life.
I appreciate that very much, Jed. Thank you so much for saying that.
My question is very simple. My question is, have you ever been to, and do you plan on coming to Albuquerque? Because I would love to see you live.
All right, Jed. Thank you, dude. I appreciate you asking, man, and thanks for joining the stream. Listen, I will tell you this, man, for real. I think New Mexico is one of the most beautiful states, and we've driven through everything. And we drove through there, and I was like, God. And I do casinos. I've done a casino there, Jed. There just aren't that many venues, to tell you the truth. But whenever they book me there, I'll be back. Thank you very much, man.
I will say, Jed, whatever part of New Mexico you're in, it is very beautiful. I was just there for a TV
Jacob,
show. But,
tell everybody what part of New Mexico I'm bummed that we didn't get to stop in.
I don't think it's in New Mexico. I think it's in Arizona, and I'm pretty sure it's the Petrified Forest.
It's 100% in New Mexico, and you guys wouldn't stop for me on the ride across country.
We were already so fucking behind, man. I had to get
Whose
back
fault
to
was
work.
that? I just wanted to stop at the Petrified Forest, but none of you guys would stop with me.
It was your fault. We left 7 hours behind schedule because of the moving company, okay?
But
I'm not blaming
how often do you get to go to a Petrified Forest?
I had to go back for work, man.
And you didn't go for me.
What did I just say? I had to get back for work, man.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're right. My bad.
And guess what? How about we'll just take a trip out there with the family another time? The Petrified Forest is always going to be a forest and also petrified.
What does that mean, Petrified Forest? Does it mean all the scares are like, oh my God?
No, like
that movie scares me. What's that?
Like petrified wood. Like I think it's I can't explain petrified exactly, but it's like somebody else in the comments do it for me.
Why do Kristen, the Petrified Forest, I was so excited to go to, but why do I assume that people petrified act like this? Oh me.
Yeah, every time you get scared, you put your thumbs in your armpits and you grab like your pec. It's like
when I pretend like I'm scared, I do, but not when I'm actually scared. When I'm actually scared, I do this.
When you talk like you're Caitlin, you do that too. That makes me
and when I talk like I'm you, I do this.
Yeah, it's really
I do thumbs under the underarms for Caitlin and hands on the hips for you.
Which is interesting because I feel like it'd be bad. I feel like it'd be the other way around.
Well, you used to Forrest Gump it a lot.
Nice.
You did. You Forrest Gumped it a lot when you stood there. How do you scare a forest? Exactly, Tim. That's why I wanted to go. Oh, yeah. Malachi says that's where it's fossilized. So it's basically like fossilized.
Thank you.
I want to see it so badly. I want to see it so badly.
I'm down. We didn't have time, dude. Mom also wanted to stop at the Grand Canyon for a day. We did not have time for any of this shit, guys. Like,
would you
I get back for work.
Please read this out loud.
That's hilarious. Petrified wood when your son walks in on you having sex.
Tim, you fucking nailed that, dude.
That's pretty funny.
All right, let's get some more people on here.
Yeah. Bring it in.
Let me post that link again. Let me see if we have any more room.
Petrified wood is mineralized / crystallized wood fragments that are hard pressed with pressure and time. So yeah, fossilized wood.
All right, whatever that means. Okay. Here's a brand new one. Lisa.
Hi, Ray. Hi, Lisa.
Hi.
How are you? How are you?
Did you ever come to Hawaii for a show?
Are you kidding? Would I ever come to Hawaii? You had me at Hawaii. Of course I would definitely. But it's the same as New Mexico. There aren't a whole lot of venues there. And so the trips there are a little far and few between, but I would love to come.
That'd be awesome.
What island are you on?
Both Mom and I got dibs on that trip. For sure.
What island are you on? Lisa, what island are you on?
Oahu.
Oahu. Okay. All right. Well, I will definitely let you know if we're out there.
My youngest son and I have followed you for years.
What's his name?
Oahu.
No, what's his name? His name is Oahu?
My youngest son is Evan.
Evan. Oh, Evan. Awesome. All right. Well, listen, when I come out there, I hope I see you. His name is
Evan.
Okay. I hope I see you. I hope I see you guys at a show. And thank you for joining in.
I think we're a little behind, Dad.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Delay.
All right. Well, you mean for everybody or just for her?
No, it depends on the internet connection. It depends on if you're on your phone or if you're on your computer or just wired, non-wired. Just all that other great stuff.
I want to get up to a comment by my man Joseph Rink. Joe, did I see that you did another open mic last night? Here it is. So, guys, one of the things that we've been doing over my Patreon page is we've been challenging ourselves on a 90-day challenge to step outside of our comfort zone. That's why I was so disappointed in myself with this haircut. But Joseph said, I did another mic last night. It wasn't good, but it was better. There's a video with bad audio on your Facebook and YouTube page. I'm going to check it out, dude. Will you send me the link, Joseph? Send me the link.
Yeah, absolutely.
Send me the link. All right, let's get on here. Look who it is, dude. It's Sir Moist.
Yes. Fucking right it is.
It's Sir. Tell us what your question is, my man.
All right. So I was wondering, what is like your favorite thing, like your favorite story that you've had happen to you that you can recall?
For both of us?
A favorite together. Fond memory? Yeah. Oh, together.
Ooh.
One that just comes to mind real quick. I have a funny one and a pretty awesome one. Really awesome one was that first time we sat on the fucking Monster, like real quick, like we sat
at Fenway Park. Everybody, we sat at the Green Monster.
I remember we got up there around the second inning, and I just sat there and they were changing out. The Sox came out to the field and they were warming up. And it was like another talking about me crying or something, but it was my first time ever like out on the Monster at Fenway, and one tear just kind of came out. And he goes, "You good?" And I go, "Yeah, man. I'm sitting up here with my dad in the best seat in baseball. Like this shit is fucking like that shit's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, this is fucking so cool. People go their whole lives without getting up on that thing, man. Like it's pretty fucking cool."
You know what? I got two. I'm gonna give you one heartfelt and one not.
Oh, the other one was me and you seeing somebody get shot in Cleveland.
Yeah, that was fucking crazy.
Yeah, a little different between Fenway and a bullet. Really.
Yeah.
Yo, yeah. What a crazy story. We'll get to that one. So, Sir Moist, the heartfelt one is this. Jacob was probably 4. It was the first time that I had gone away, and Beth and I went away. He was in between 4 and 5. And I want to tell you something about this dude. And he's not going to like me saying it. But, and I don't mean this in a bad, he is in touch with who he is and his emotions. And he's a sensitive guy, not sensitive in a bad way, but like, he's not scared to show you.
That's
and tears of joy. Like he and I both are people that shed tears of joy when we're happy. Right.
Oh yeah.
He's between the age of 4 and 5. Beth and I had gone away for a weekend to San Diego. My parents were staying with him. Nobody ordered porn this time.
I was fucking 4. Everybody relax.
Are you saying you ordered porn? Is that why you're admitting you ordered the porn and that's why you didn't order it when you were 4?
I'm 4.
I believe that's what you just said. Thank you.
Thank you. Hold on. Case closed my ass. Hold on.
Case closed.
Hold on. There's no case closed anywhere.
So here we go. We pulled into the driveway, and Jacob was waiting outside the driveway with my mom. And he was jumping up and down a little bit. Young, 4. You could tell he was excited. And I got out of the car, and he ran and he gave me a hug, and he was smiling. And he was that young kid hug where they grab you around the neck. And he was smiling, and he looked back at me, and he used to have these big puffy lips. And he used to, when he'd go like that. And we went like that, and we gave each other a quick kiss, and he was crying, and Beth was there. And he is always also been an everybody, let's everybody get in on the hug kind of dude. And he reached out and he grabbed her and he pulled her in. And I go, "You okay, buddy?" And he said, "I'm just so glad you guys are home." And it was just such a moment. I was like, this is who this guy is. He likes us all together. He likes the family together. And he's happy when it's us. And it was really heartfelt. This one is low key one of my favorites because it showed who he was as a young kid, but also like that things just kind of roll off his back. He used to leave his bike in the front yard. And I kept telling him, "Yo, man, someone's going to steal your bike." And he was like, "I don't think so." And I go, "Someone's going to steal your bike." And he was like, "Nah, I don't think so." And so I came out one day and his bike was gone, but the person who stole it left theirs. They must have liked his bike more. So it was so fucking funny. It was so funny. But I was like, see? And I was hoping it was going to be a lesson. Right? I was like, see, buddy? This is why. And he was like, "What do you mean, see? I got a new bike." And I was like, this one. He had such a positive attitude that he was like, "Yeah, what are you talking about? I got a new bike." Like, I was like, God damn it. He didn't really learn the lesson I wanted him to learn, did he?
You know what lesson you learned that day? I'm a glass half full kind of guy.
There's no doubt about that, dude. But dude, these are great questions, man. And I hope we see you on the stream on the 19th.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Thanks, dude.
Mr. Moist, good to talk to you.
Yeah, this is good stuff.
Mr. Moist is fucking, that's hilarious.
Mr.
Moist. Oh, what just happened? Well, it looks like I'm the only one left. Well, I don't know how that really works. That was kind of funny, though.
Am I back?
There he is. Hey.
Fucking God. I mean, the best part is when this happens with you, because you're probably like, "Look at this old motherfucker."
No, you know what really, like, I didn't actually make fun of you at all. I didn't even know what just happened. I was like, "Oh, well, I guess it's just me now."
Okay. So let's get back to some more questions.
I'm with it.
Let's bring hello,
Hi,
Ray. How you doing?
How you doing?
Good. How are you
Good.
today?
How are both of you?
Good.
Good.
Great.
By the way, Ray, knowing now that I've seen your hair the other way, now I know how long it probably takes you to get it straight like that. Because your hair is like mine.
Actually, well, now that I cut that 21 inches off, it cut me down. I do about 20 minutes now.
21 inches, Jakey.
Did you say 21 inches?
Yeah.
That's a lot of hair.
Yeah. Are you gonna donate yours?
I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever go back to short hair again. Like, I think I'm gonna take like.
What are you trying to say?
2 inch. Look, man, it's only an insult if you take it as an insult. All right,
know,
someone
just kidding.
just because I'm naming it. All right, let's all relax here. I think I'll probably like take a couple inches off, but I just like myself more with the long hair. And I donated my hair once before when I was a kid. To locks of love. My ponytail was a foot when I did that.
One of my favorite things Jacob Wolf has ever said, right? He had
the yearbook photo.
He was donating his hair. My mother-in-law had cancer. And so in honor of her, he was growing his hair out for Locks for Love. 8th grade, everybody. So, in 8th grade, you walk around with hair that long. Some kids are kids. Yeah. They're going to say shit, right? So this dude who always has had a great sense of humor about himself. And as a parent, you want to see the yearbook picture, right? He comes in, he drops the yearbook, And I go, huh? I go, what do you think? And he goes, I look like a fucking witch. And I go, what? And I, I looked at the yearbook picture.
Let me real quick. Like, real quick. This is how it started. When the yearbooks came out, here's the thing. A couple of my friends were in the yearbook club or committee or whatever, so they saw the yearbooks first. And so the first thing one of my closest friends came up to me, and he goes, hey, dude. I go, what? And he goes, I got the yearbook. And I go, oh, this obviously isn't fucking good. You're coming up to me and telling me you have the yearbook, and it's specifically me. Like, how do I look? And before he opens it, that's the first thing he said is, all of us in the class have decided that you look like a witch. And I was like, get the fuck out of here. Give me that. And so I took the book from him, and I'm looking at the book, and I was like, shit, you guys aren't fucking wrong.
Yeah.
Like, God damn it. And so everybody from then on who wasn't in yearbook or whatever, everybody from that day, I remember coming up to me going, hey, man, what's up with that yearbook photo? And I'm like, hey, man, fuck you guys. Like, I don't fucking know what you want from me. Like,
I remember you were like, I am ready to cut my hair right now.
I had one of those moments. My mom cut my hair all the way off and then put some fucking bangs on it because my dad, you know, well, because she was going to get, you know, something done operation wise and couldn't do my hair. So she's like, let's chop it off because your dad doesn't know how to do it. And then we took school pictures.
That's the biggest bummer.
Yeah.
Hey, anybody who's watching, please DM me your worst yearbook picture.
We would love to see some bad haircuts, everybody.
Yeah, man.
I'll give you that picture.
I would love to see some.
That picture.
Ray, tell me, do you have a question for us?
So do you guys do any family pranks on each other? Besides the socks, Josh.
I was just gonna say the socks. Like, I was literally just gonna say that. I think he really just likes to do little things that mess with my mom. Like when they're trying to have a conversation in the morning and he's making a smoothie, he'll sit like she'll talk to him and he'll just go and just stop. Like, he'll go on and off.
Oh, I bother Beth. I'm just putting that on the screen so it doesn't scroll past me. That's all. And because I know Laura's having a hard time connecting. I bother Beth Ray daily. I daily do things.
Yeah.
I mean, and if like there are just little things that I know she doesn't like, and like where something should go, or because you know what makes me really happy for her to find something. And just to hear a heavy sigh from another part of the house, just hear it.
Damn it.
I fucking love that.
One of the things that he does that I hate the most, he would put he'll finish a popsicle box and he'll take the last one out, but then without doing anything, he'll put the fucking box back in the goddamn freezer.
I just want to hear someone go, "Who left the box?" That's what I want.
Damn, that's some shit, man.
And it's not even. I don't even ask who it is. I just go, "Oh, Dad."
Yeah. I do little things to pester, like, you know, I would wake him up by just running my finger on the bottom of his foot, which is just annoying. Do you know what I mean? Or I'd stick my finger in his ear. It's just annoying, all that stuff. But
before you let me go, I have great news.
Let's hear it.
We entered into a weed expo and we got picked and nominated, and I get to go to a fucking cannabis event.
Congratulations.
I'm hoping the best, but if not, I just get to go see this.
Do you know where it's going to be?
Here in Denver, the 24th.
Of this month?
Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
Super happy for you.
I'll send you guys some pictures and let you know if we win.
Yeah.
All right. And then I'll see you in December. We got to work on our song.
We do.
Okay. See you, Ray.
Bye, Juber.
Bye. That's Jacob, by the way. Jacob is Juber.
I am Juber. I want to come back to Denver with you. It was one of the most fun we've had on the weekend.
Yeah.
Really. And also the best beer on tap I've ever had in my life was from somewhere there. It was called Pretzel Bun Assassin. If anybody knows where to get it and wants to send me some, DM me.
Laura, I saw you going in and out of the chat down below, so let me answer this. Besides the comedy and the podcast, what's the favorite thing you guys like to do together? Let me answer that one first, if I can.
Okay.
And somebody says, put your bad pic on IG.
Yeah, I don't know if I have that yearbook anymore. I'll try and find it.
I do.
Of course you do.
So for me, this is going to sound real dumb, but like anything, you know, anything. I don't see him as much. And I genuinely enjoy just being with him. We have very much of the same energy and the same vibe, and so nothing is ever difficult.
No.
So
yeah. Like
You know?
traveling's easy for us. We know what we want to do. We're both okay getting there 2 hours early to just get through security and sit and do nothing at the gate without any rush. We both pack. Actually, I pack a little more than you usually. I usually overpack a little bit. But
you have 30 pairs of shoes.
That too.
But like look, when we get to a city, cool. If we want to do something, let's go do something. But if both of us are like, you want to just hang for a second? Well, there's zero stress.
Him and I literally have no problem with sitting in the hotel room all day, doing nothing, maybe getting a workout in and a shower, laying in bed and watching whatever sports are on all day, and then going to the shows and then coming back, watching the highlights of SportsCenter. Those are some of my favorite moments. Like he's right. We just sit and do nothing. And I'm like, yeah, like I'm cool with this.
Here's another thing.
This is good.
How you know you're comfortable around somebody is you don't feel like you have to talk all the time. And so he and I can go hours right next to each other if we need to. But at the same time, when we were in Portland and we walked around for hours, it was just nonstop talking because I hadn't seen him in a couple months, and it was just catching up. And there's so many things, just normal, regular, dumb day-to-day shit that we laugh about. So, and
we also probably run into shit that we then end up talking about.
And I can tell you something. Jacob is genuinely funny, man. Walking around with him during the day makes me laugh. So, Kylie says
also another easy one for me is like
go Kylie to a baseball game. Yes, Denver Beer
Company has it. Okay, cool. Thanks, Kylie.
Okay.
But yeah, and then another one, like top one for me is going to watch a baseball game, which we don't get to do very often anymore.
No, but we will.
Yeah. We will. Also, both of us are also cool with not going to Dodger games because got to be so honest with you guys. One, we don't like the Dodgers. Two, not a huge fan of that stadium.
It's just hard to get in and out.
I'll take that hour train ride to Angel and Anaheim, dude, any fucking day. Like I'll go to Angel Stadium every day of the week over Dodger Stadium.
Yeah, plus you can just be high on that train.
Yeah, and also y'all can challenge me all you want. Better food at Angel Stadium.
There's no doubt.
Dodger dogs are ass.
Tina wants to know if there's embarrassing stories about me. Let me just say, Tina, before we get in there, you just got to tune into the new podcast. We're going to get into some of that stuff. Wait a second.
Yeah, definitely.
Sean, I see you've been on for a bit, man. What's going on, dude?
What's up?
Hello.
Dude?
How are you?
I'm great. Wanted to say, first of all, I love your bits. The edible prank has killed me. I just love that one. It's hilarious.
Thank you, man.
The way you two interact is awesome too.
Thank you, Sean.
So, I appreciate that. My question is how did you meet Raylen Nelson? Did you do a podcast with her? And have you done anything musically with her?
Oh, that's a great question, man. So first, I did her podcast.
Okay.
Out at the Willie Nelson Museum. And then she did my High Live, which is on YouTube on the High Live channel. And then she's come on stage and done, I do a show here in Nashville once a month called the Bonanza Extravaganza, which is just a lot of weird, man. It's musical acts. It's improv. A couple weeks ago, some dude sucked another dude's titty in the front row. It was weird.
Oh, Lord.
but things get a little weird, man. But Raylen is on board for that and has come down twice and sung songs. So
she's awesome.
She's amazing and funny. She's legitimately funny.
She has some bits, puns with Raylen, I think it is.
Yeah.
And she's, very witty, and some of her music, Weed and Whiskey is a great song. I've actually met her a couple times. I had some friends that had an EP released several years ago, and she opened for them. So I got to meet her and hang with her. I live in Ohio, near Dayton, Ohio, actually Yellow Springs. But I've been to Nashville a couple times. It's only like 5 hours away.
All right. Listen, man, and I'm going to let you go, but I'm going to tell you something as I go. But thank you so much, my man. Thank you. So, Sean, just so you know, if you come to the show on Halloween, I believe Raylan's going to be there too. I have a show at Zany's on Halloween. All right. Thank you, my man.
And also,
hold on.
By the way,
what's that?
Zany's in Nashville.
Yep.
Oh, awesome. Okay. I'll
All
see
right.
what I can do.
Okay, dude. Later. What's that?
Also, if you're going to that show in Zany's, I pray to God you guys are all dressed up as something. If you don't dress up as something going to that Bonanza extravaganza, you're in the wrong spot. Dress up. Dress up.
We're going to be giving away. We're going to be giving away because
it's going to be weird. Dress
costume
up.
contest.
Yes, don't be afraid with your costumes. Everything is accepted. I'm not even going to be there, but I'm telling you right now, the weirder the better. Dress up. You're never too old to get involved on Halloween, ladies and gentlemen. You're never too old to be a kid, okay?
Thank you.
Know that.
Hey, by the way, good morning from Australia. How are you?
What's up, man?
This is an interesting question. Josh wants to know, do we smoke dabs or just bud? And, okay, I can tell you, for me, Josh, I don't like dabs for this reason. I just don't feel like I need to get that high that quickly. And it just doesn't feel like weed to me anymore. That's what it is for me. And you know what else I like about weed? I like the climb.
The steady climb.
It's one of the things that I like about weed. It to me. Yeah, exactly, dude. To me, the weed, part of the vibe of the weed is the the right?
Yeah.
Right. So that's why I don't dab. It's not how I like to ingest drugs.
I will say if it's not something I'm crazy about. Like I have a couple buddies who are dab fanatics for sure and have e-nails and rigs and all that. So like if it's there, yeah, I'll definitely take a dab or two. Like I never have a problem doing that, but it's not something I'm going for. Like also for me, the flower high over the concentrate high isn't beatable. You can't beat the flower high. The flower high is classic. It's the best one. It's just what I roll with.
Yep.
And then, but also I think common misconception with dabs is like, it does hit you a lot harder, but you also don't, for the ones that make you feel like you're way too high, those are people who are taking like dabs the size of my fucking thumbnail. You know what I'm saying? Like you can take a small dab at a low temperature and not have it kill you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of how you're dabbing. Like I like low temp dabs so that I can taste it more. I can taste more of the concentrate than getting more high. Like I still am going to get super high, but I'm not going to get as high as fast, and I'm still going to get more of the taste factor out of the concentrate than the like burning hot red factor, which isn't fun.
Alexander says he does not.
I do not, but I will be doing it for fun eventually. So
Josh Wolf is about the journey, not the destination. You know what I'm talking about. All right, now listen, guys. We are running late, so I'm just going to have to plow through some of these questions. All right, everybody. And so let me go. I'll just go in the order of I see you guys down below. Hello, Jen, and your beautiful puppy.
Oh, it's a dachshund.
It's not a dachshund. What kind of dog is it, Jen?
It's a dapple dachshund.
It is definitely a dachshund.
Yes.
Dapple.
He's so cute.
Yes. And look, we agree that her ankles are bigger than yours, Josh.
Let me see. Let's take a look.
Hey, show them your ankles, baby. Yeah, they're bigger.
Pretty close. She's so cute.
Hey, Jake. Jen, it's good to see you.
Nice to see you.
Tell me, do you have a question for us?
I do. Oh, crap. I want to know about how the cake tossing started and where you got your skills for that cake tossing.
Great question.
The cake
Great question. Great question, Jen. Great question.
Jen and the dog. Do you want me to tell it? Can I tell it?
Yep.
My mom and dad have a friend. His name is Brett.
Anthony.
Brett Anthony. Yes, he's been a good friend for I don't know how long, but I've known him my entire life. When I was like 10 to 12, they started showing me videos. They were going out and they had a cake, and Brett worked at a restaurant where he would flip cakes. Right, he would flip cakes at the restaurant for someone's birthday.
Yep.
Right, that's how it was. So he knew how to flip cakes and do all that. So then my parents would invite him to every family gathering or family party, and if he would come and we had a cake, he would go out in the street and flip the cake. and just at a certain point, they have a video of him flipping one almost as high as a telephone pole. And catching it upside down, but still catching. Like, it was still really impressive. And they all had like cake fight. Like, it was a fun time. So I remember he came to my 8th grade graduation party, and I was just about to turn. I just turned 14.
Yo, you nailed that on the spot, live,
backwards.
Yeah.
Remember, I flipped it the wrong way.
Yeah.
So I remember him going, "Do you want," like, him doing it, and I go, "All right, Brett, like, I got to do it. Like, let's get it going." And so when you flip it, ladies and gentlemen, you're supposed to flip back towards you, right? Because that's the easiest way to do it. I went closer to me and flipped it outwards.
Yeah.
Thank God I had enough air to get my hands under it because I caught it. But I remember Brett I remember the video of Brett. He throws his hands up on his head and runs out of frame and all I hear was, "He flipped it the wrong way."
Yeah, he flipped it the wrong way. I will tell you, Jacob Wolf, first of all, has excellent hand-eye coordination.
I will not to brag, but I'm a pretty coordinated person.
And that cake toss is something he picked up on pretty quickly. Who's your friend, Jen? Yeah, he picked up it, and we love doing it. And there's a chance, get ready for this, Jacob, and this might be fun. There's a chance, everybody, that come next spring, Brett Anthony is going to tour with me for half the tour, and we're going to cake flip after shows.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Is he just going back to going on stage?
No. I just called him. I've already talked to him about it. I was like, "Hey man, you want to come cake flip with me?" And he was like, "Fuck yes, dude."
So he's just gonna come and flip cakes for half the tour?
I'm gonna fly him out. I'll put him in a hotel room, and then we'll just, after the shows, we'll flip cakes.
That's fucking lit.
I think it'll be fun, man. You know, like I said,
I'm gonna be on a couple of those weekends.
Dude, like I said, for me, this is all about now just having fun. And Brett is 100% fun. Yeah.
Brett is a bundle of fun, dude.
All right, here we go. Let's keep going. Let's go to Eric. Eric, what's going on, dude?
I love that.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How you doing?
Good, man. How are you?
Pretty good. Big fan. I just wanted to ask, what kind of porn was it that you think Jake ordered? I just want to say I don't think he ordered it though.
Now, my man. My fucking man.
Eric.
That's right.
Eric, let me ask you 2 questions. First of all, the porn was Anal Party 3.
Okay.
But tell me why you think, what's going on, Brian? Tell me why you think Jacob didn't order it and my parents did.
I don't know. He's believable.
He's believable over my mom?
That's right.
What are you saying about my mom, man?
I also want to say one thing, man. It's kind of an age thing. You think a young kid's gonna call and order porn on the phone on television? That seems more like an old person kind of thing.
Really good.
Eric, you're not helping.
The other day.
Eric, this is not you helping. Just so you know, this is not you. This is not you helping, man.
My man, Eric. That's what I like to hear.
Hell yeah.
Eric, thanks for joining in. I hope we see you on the live stream when we do the special on the 19th.
I will be there.
Later, man.
Later, buddy.
This is some bullshit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is some bullshit. All right. Let's see. Okay, I'm just going in order of everybody I see. Oh, by the way, I almost didn't recognize you with your shirt on, dude.
I know, right? I thought I thought maybe I should pop it off, but
shirt on,
save it for a live show.
Yeah, shirt on, haircut.
I know. You inspire me. I got my haircut and wearing a shirt, like living my best life.
That's amazing, man. I just want to say I've missed interacting with you, and it's so good to see you.
Oh, well, that's great to hear. I'm shocked you taking a liking to me.
Well, man, listen, I like people who are themselves.
Yeah,
I agree. I'm myself. That's for sure. I don't pull any punches.
Dude, so for me, like, that's very appealing to me, is that people who I feel like are authentic. And I may not agree with everything you do or say, but it's appealing to me and it's memorable to me. And you're an authentic dude, so of course I remember.
Awesome.
Tell me, you got a question for us?
Yeah, I think just with the holiday coming up, I wanted to see if you or Jacob had any favorite like Halloween memories or costumes or something you guys did together as a family that
I
stick
have
out?
a great fucking Halloween memory about this guy
Right.
right here.
Okay. Andrew, just because it slows it down, I'm going to take you off the screen. Okay.
Okay.
It just slows down the stream. Thank you, dude.
We were trick or treating one year, and I remember every year growing up, we used to go to a specific neighborhood because the friends that I wanted to hang out with were trick or treating all together. So it's usually one of two neighborhoods.
By the way, just so everybody knows, I have no idea what story you're about to tell.
Great. So he is the chaperone, and like he will, obviously at this age, like we have to have our parents walk with us around. We go house to house, and that's probably a couple, like 2 or 3 years before I was able to like run out with my friends on our own. And by the way, guys, at like 8, 9, my dad let me and my group of friends run around the neighborhood because the neighborhood we lived in, we all knew, we had grown up in, we knew the people who lived in it, and he knew we were going to be safe. We also knew our way around, right? We didn't know street names, but we knew what places looked like. So we knew where we were, close to home, this and that, right? So we're walking out one night and we're trick-or-treating, and there is a box. Or there's a skeleton statue.
Oh, this motherfucker.
Holding a bowl.
Yeah, I remember.
It says, "Please take one." So, my dad, when he grew up, his growing up trick-or-treating is, he would run around the block, and if it said take one, he would pour the whole bowl in, and then he'd run back home, and he'd dump his candy out, and he would, he'd eat a Snickers, and then he'd look at it and say, "Don't eat my candy, old man. Don't you fucking touch that almond joy." And then run back into his room, snort a fucking pixie stick, and then run back out, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of run and gun for him. It was a little different. I did have a friend snort a pixie stick once. I'll do that on another day.
Do you remember Billy? Billy snorted some wasabi at a restaurant.
Yeah.
That was fucking crazy.
Yeah. And so we get up there, and my dad goes, "All right, go grab them." And we go, all of us, there's like 4 or 5 of us, we all go up and grab one. And my dad goes up, he goes, "No, like there's nobody here. Like you just grab a bunch." And he starts grabbing fistfuls, and he's like, "Let me show you how it's done, or how I used to do it." And he grabs my pillowcase and he walks up there and he puts a handful, grabs a handful, another one. His third hand goes in, and the hand from the skeleton that's holding the bowl grabs him. And then all he knows and all he remembers is hearing what he thought was a kid scream. And he turns around and he goes,
that's right, too.
And he goes, which one of you just screamed? And we all go, "You did." And he goes, "No, I didn't." And the dude who has his hand on his hand lifts up a skeleton mask and goes, "Yeah, it was you're the one who just screamed like a kid, dude."
I thought one of them had screamed behind me like a bitch. But it was me. I was like, "Which one of you just screamed?"
He got so scared he blacked out and didn't remember that he had just screamed
Yeah,
like
dude,
a little
that was
girl.
so funny.
And the dude behind the skeleton mask goes, "Yeah, no, that was definitely you, dude." And puts it back down, and then we just walk off. Like
I remember looking at you guys disappointed, like, "Which one of you just screamed like a bitch?" And you were just like, "You did." And I go, "No, I didn't scream." And you were like, "Yeah." All your friends were like, "Yeah, Mr. Wolf, you screamed." I'm like, "Not me." And the skeleton was like, "Yeah, dude, you just screamed right in my face."
You know what the best part was? He was still holding your hand while you were trying to point one of us out. Like you turned around with your hand still in the bowl like this. And it was like, "What? How are you putting that on me? Like, what's the what? Yeah, I think that's one of my favorite Halloween memories for sure. Like,
that was so, dude.
Yeah.
What a great one. I have forgotten that story.
You used to tell that story on stage.
Yeah, I remember that now.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites. And then also Jacob in a Blue Coat was probably my.
I love Jacob in a Blue Coat. Do you remember? You don't remember the first time we found a house that had the
full-size candy bars.
Full-size candy bars. We went. It was me and 2 of your friends. We walked around the corner, and I turned to you and your friends. I go, "Everybody switch costumes." And you're like, "Why?" I was like, "We're going back." And you were like, "Why?" I'm like, "Well, you're gonna mix and match costumes, and then you'll just be new kids, and then you'll get another full-size candy bar, and we'll just keep doing that until the guy." Now you were, as a kid, you were McGruff the crime dog. You were like, "That sounds like something we shouldn't do." And I'm like,
I was Snitch McGee as a kid. For sure.
Yeah, dude, you were just like, "That doesn't feel like." So we go up to the door, and the whole time you're like, "I don't like this. This is not gonna. I don't like this.
I'm like the guy in public who thinks everybody knows he's high.
You're like, this doesn't seem right. I don't like this. This doesn't seem right." And we get up to the door, and that opens it, and everyone goes, "Trick or treat." Dude, the guy goes, "Who are you guys tonight?" And you were like, "We were just here. Don't you remember asking us?" And I was like, "This motherfucker." And the guy looked at me like, "Really?" And I was like, "Come on, man. We're here for the full-size candy bars, you know?
Yeah,
Give them up, man.
You're giving out full-size candy bars.
Don't
man.
make me sneak in there and grab it right now. You know what I mean?"
Yeah. This was also there was also another guy in that same neighborhood who had the full-size candy bars, and the reason you knew is because he would literally stack them in his window, stack them next to his door, like 7 feet high. So anybody who just walked up, he just reached out to the side and handed you a candy bar and said "fuck off," and you left.
Yeah.
Stack them in his fucking
By the way,
window.
you guys who are watching and asking about smoking,
Oh.
I don't do high love on Facebook anymore because Facebook kept getting me in trouble for doing it. I do it over on my Patreon. And the Patreon is $5, and we do at least 4 high lives, and there's a bunch of other stuff and fun, and everybody gets screen time, and it's a lot of fun.
Very worth it. Very worth it, everybody.
It's patreon.com, Josh Wolf Comedy, if you're interested.
Yeah.
Just giving you the head up. All right. So let's ask, by the way, Andrew, great question. Thank you so much.
That's a good question, man.
All right. Linda, how are you?
Good. Hi, Jacob. How are you?
Hi, Linda.
Tell me, what question do you have for us for today?
Do you guys ever all are in one house at the same time? Your brother, your sister, your dad, and everybody. And how does dinner go? What's the conversations like?
The last time it was me.
And Linda, I'm just going to take you off so it speeds up.
Hi, Linda. Thanks for the question.
Okay,
the last time it was.
It was at my birthday.
Yep, I was just going to say Arizona. Me, Caitlin, Trevor, mom, dad, grandma, and grandpa.
Mm-hmm.
The last time it was my dad's 50th birthday in Arizona.
That's right.
2 years ago.
Yep, it'll be 2 years this year.
Yeah.
You know what, man? The dinner is like
those conversations.
The dinner is like this. I can tell you how it used to be. It's hard to say how it is now because it's so rare, especially in the last couple of years, with my oldest son being in the service, being married, having 4 kids. It's
Grandma and Grandpa
been harder to get everyone. I've seen everybody individually, 2 of them at a time. I saw Caitlin and Jacob this weekend in Portland. But the dinner, I can tell you when they were kids that it was all laughs. It was all laughs. My daughter could get the entire table laughing every night. She was goofy and so
I still think she is the goofiest out of all of us.
But she had
That's
this.
not a bad thing, by the way, everybody.
No, she had this. It's great, but she had this crazy confidence and raspy voice, and she was willing to do anything for the joke, which is what you know. And so it used to be just laugh. I could not wait. And Caitlin lived to make the 2 of them laugh. So at dinner, unless I was like, hey, fucking, let's tap it down a little bit, she was crazy. Yes.
I have not heard your dad deny that not watching the porn thing.
What do you mean? I didn't watch it.
I haven't heard your dad. I've not heard him deny it.
All right, let me address that, Linda.
Dad,
Thank you.
Do you actually want to tell him? You want to tell him what Grandpa said to you the other week?
This motherfucker. I said to him, I go, hey, Dad, just let's be honest. You didn't order the porn, right? And he goes, wait, Jacob hasn't said anything? And I said, no. And he goes, well, then I'm not gonna. And I was like, what?
Bingo.
No problem, Dakota. We'll see in a little bit. So that's that.
Thank you.
Yeah. What an asshole.
Yeah. But basically. I think the dinners now are still full of laughs. Like I still think like that dinner was full of laughs. I still think that, me, my brother, and my sister all did grow up with a little bit of social anxiety, and it's even around family still sometimes is I feel like we still sometimes feel like we have to pick and choose the things to say.
Thank you.
Just based on, life and everything right now. But I think it's still full of laughs. We all still love each other a bunch and, more than anything. And it's still family. And, I got to hang out with my brother that weekend and we got to share a hotel room for we got to share a room for the first time ever because growing up, Trev, anybody who shared a room was Caitlin and I.
That's right.
So it was good to see T. It was good to see Kate. It's always great to see Grandma and Grandpa. Where we were in Arizona was also great. I think it's all still laughs with us.
Yeah. I just gotta. We're running. Sorry,
Yeah.
Okay.
It's raining, man.
Sunny.
Raining.
What's going on, my man?
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Oh, I was just surprised. I just didn't realize it connected.
Can I just say 10 out of 10 for your mustache?
I was also going to say the same thing.
Oh my God. My American friends love it.
Legit 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 with that mustache. I love it, man.
I'm speaking from Australia as well, so the connection's a bit laggy.
That's all right.
That's all right.
Oh, all right. So then, real quick, I know we're laggy. Give me the question.
I just started following you the other day. I really love you, man. Good shit. Love the comedy. Love the story about how your mate said, "Fuck you, man. You're not coming to my wedding." And the question was, I know how your son walked in on you earlier. Like you were talking about how your son walked in on you earlier in the like between you and your wife in bed. Have you ever walked in on your son with someone?
Sonny, thank you so much.
That's great.
So I can tell you this. I have never walked in. I've walked in a second after.
Definitely. There have definitely been some close calls. I think honestly, if anything, Mom's been the closest.
There have been some times where it's been close and I just don't even address it. I'm just like, what do you want for dinner? Do you know what I mean? I just like,
Which is honestly like, by the way, parents, if you're hearing this, that's the way to do it. Calling your kid out isn't going to help the situation. Okay. No. It's not going to help you. It's not going to help the kid. And it's sure as hell not going to help someone else's kid who's in your kid's bed.
Yeah. Okay? You're, by the way, 100% cock blocking. Cause if you make a big deal out of it, that person's never coming over to the house again.
Even if it's the girlfriend's never going to want to come back to see, or boyfriend. They're never going to want to face you again. Like
100%.
Don't,
100%.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Cause guess what? You were a kid once also. And that's that.
All right. Next up, Chief. Whoa.
Oh, Lynn.
Are you there, buddy?
Nope.
Okay.
Hey, Jacob, I just want to say no disrespect to Josh. You know, you're hilarious as fuck and you're my mentor and you're awesome. But Jacob, are you doing stand-up? Are you interested in stand-up? That's my question.
I get asked
Thanks,
this
Chief.
a lot.
Appreciate it.
Chief. By the way,
Thank
love the look and all that and how that's going, by the way.
Hell yeah.
I never really had a desire to do stand-up. If you ask him, his first show was at 15. It's something he always knew that he kind of wanted to do. It's never something that's really been on my mind, mainly because I just know the back end of it. I know the good, the bad, the ugly, the great. Like I know everything. I've seen everything practically firsthand through not only my dad but my mom, just how this business is. I'm already in this business on a side to where I already experienced the politicals and this and that and everything that this city and the businesses. So it's not really ever been on my radar, but I do appreciate it. I do enjoy the moments where I get to get on stage or do something like this with him and get to, still access that part of my brain. Like not the performing spot, but you know what I'm saying? Like that kind of, that part of zone of my brain, I don't really get to activate a lot. I do like doing it, but I don't think it's something I will chase.
Yeah. And it's hopefully doing this together will kind of satisfy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause I like the behind the scenes stuff. I work in production. All that. I like that.
I want to answer this question. And Josh, if you walked in on your daughter a minute after, would you treat the situation the same? 100%. I've, as far as dating and rules about dating, my rules about dating were the same for my daughter and my sons.
Yeah.
Not obviously, mostly because I am a dude, but was a dude in high school and knew what my one singular motive was. I didn't. And I knew the guys who I was with. Your feelings were not important. I mean, we may have pretended, but I'm just telling you, as a dude that age, you don't even understand feelings. You don't really have any.
The only feeling you have is that thing in your fucking pants.
Yeah, it's right. So like, I was always, there was never like, you get to date sooner, but I definitely spoke to boyfriends more than like as a parent, spoke to boyfriends more than I spoke to girlfriends. And I
would assume mom spoke to girlfriends more than she spoke to boyfriends.
But meaning that I needed the boys to know, hey, this is a no fuck about zone. So I'm not in a situation, and you're not in a situation where this isn't a dude. You can't come in slipping me the lines that I was giving however many years ago. Like, this is how
when you sniff out the intention.
This is how I expect my daughter to be treated, is basically with the conversations.
Yeah.
And so like, I didn't have that conversation with the girls, but we always told Jacob and Trevor about being respectful and treating people with respect. And by the way, if you ever dated this guy, you were really lucky. This is the best boyfriend oh my God. Yeah, sometimes I'm like, where did you learn that?
Yeah, I do take pride in being a good partner. That's for sure.
Dude, you're fucking excellent. All right.
That is for sure.
Let's go right here, man. The Why Go Army.
It looks like he's muted.
He is muted.
Sorry.
There it is.
That's all right. What's going on, my man? What's your name?
Josh, actually.
Oh, nice.
Let me ask you something, dude. What can we answer for you?
Sure. I wanted to know, what's the most uncomfortable situation you've been on stage? I've seen some of your videos, and you've had some people touching you. So, what's the most uncomfortable?
Wow, this is a great question. Great question.
There was one pretty uncomfortable one this weekend in Portland.
It might be the number one.
Really, for sure.
Yeah.
That was,
and I can tell you why it was number one. Because I didn't have a response.
Yeah, there is no response for it, dude.
There was no response. As a matter of fact, I had to let her talk it out because I couldn't. Here's what happened. I was super high. Yeah. Saturday Late Show.
Towards the end.
Saturday Late Show, I get super twisted. And the shows go loosey-goosey, and this one was about 2 hours long, but nobody had left. It was one of the better Saturday Late Shows I've ever done.
It was a good show.
Good show, crowd. Stand up, music. Jacob comes on stage and joins me. We answer questions. It's a ton of fun, right? So, yes, Laura, the compliment. So,
yeah,
this woman's in front. She's been kind of loud all night, but not loud to the point where I could say anything. She's just enjoying herself. You know,
also some people she paid good money for a front row seat.
Some people who are enjoying themselves are just sometimes a little louder. Yeah. So I go, all right, everybody. I go, what time is it? And somebody told me, and it was like 12:30, and I had been on stage for almost 2 hours. I was like, oh, well, we should probably go. And I go, let me just play one last song. And at my Saturday Late Shows, a lot of times I have a rule. If you want to ask me a question, just raise your hand. It's kind of how I like to do it. It makes it very interactive, and it makes you know that you're not going to see this show anywhere else. She raised her hand, and I say to her, I go, what's going on? She goes, I just want you to know I work with COVID patients, and I work with the ones who are near death. And so right away, this is heavy, you know, and I don't mind heavy at my shows. And guys, I don't mind real at my shows, honestly, because it's part of live and it's my job to bring it back. So if things get real, I actually don't mind it. You know, he and I, when people ask questions, sometimes shit gets real, man. You ask me a question, ask him a question, you're going to get the real answer, you know? So I was like, oh, I'll be able to find my way back from this. And then she said, I want you to know that I play your videos to the people who are dying and this is exactly what she said. Your face is the last thing that these people see before they die. And I was like, oh, what? Now, here's the thing. I know how she meant it. She meant it truly as the biggest compliment you could pay somebody. 100%. So I'm not in a situation where I am going to make fun of her.
Right.
That's not what I'm, even if, because it would be at her expense. I know I could have said something to make people laugh, but I was not going to do that at her expense. She had come to the show to tell me this as a compliment. She had come to the show to say, this is what you mean to me and other people.
Yeah.
So she just kept repeating it. And I would say, thank you. So every time I said, thank you, she was like, yeah, I just wanted to let you know. And she would say it again. And I can't shut her down because, again, this is the most heartfelt thing, right? But at the same time, it's a fucking comedy show. So I'm trying to navigate my way back to funny, but she keeps saying, your face is the last. And I'm like, okay. Do you know what I mean?
And
Let me get.
Yeah, and it didn't allow you nothing. There was no break in it because every time she said that, the crowd would see that because I went on stage to show merch and do all that shit, but the crowd saw that we were both a little uncomfortable by the comment just because of where it was placed and how it was said, and so the crowd would laugh because the crowd was like, "Oh, they think this is ridiculous," and it's not that we thought it was ridiculous. It's just that we were kind of taken back by the comment itself. So when the crowd laughed. When the crowd laughed, she felt like she had to say it again, so that
she also felt like she was
a certain way. She felt like she was being made fun of.
That was a thing, and so I had to keep reassuring her because I really didn't. It is the highest compliment, right? Yeah. But also, as high as I was at a comedy show, this was a tough thing for me to digest, and so I told her afterwards because I saw she came to meet and greet. I go, hey, thank you so much. And she was like, I probably should have told you during the meet and greet. I'm like, yeah, maybe probably.
She was a good sport about it. She understood it. She had a couple drinks, but she was cool. She came out, took pictures after the show. She bought merch. Like she was really about it. Like she was a fan. And that was the best part.
Yep. All right, guys, 2 more right here. Josh, what you got, man?
That actually kind of led.
By the way, bro.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes just pulling it into a double loop ponytail is the easiest way to take care of it.
We look like a really terrible boy band with our black shirts and the 3 J's, the Flying J's. Fuck you, the Flying J's. Anyways, Josh, what do you got for us?
Where is the point of flattery and fanaticism?
Like, where's the line?
Yeah, like where do you feel that line is drawn? And not specifically about that like lady or anyone in particular, just like where is that line in the sand?
All right, I appreciate you asking, man. Thank you.
Thanks, Josh.
I have a stalker.
Yeah, that's right. I always forget about that.
My friend at the Secret Service has read over almost the 5,000 emails she sent me. One of the emails she sent me was a picture of the house across the street from my house.
Wow.
Do you remember when I told you, because you met her, do you remember when I told you, hey, if you see this woman again, it's not okay to talk to her anymore? Remember when I told you that? And remember when I told you, because you used to shoot hoops in the front yard, in the front driveway, I go, if you see Sandy, walk inside the house right away. Do you remember that?
Do you remember also the story I told you about how she tried to get me to go to her car to give me candy while we were at the dog park?
No, dude. What the fuck?
Dude. Okay. All right. So we were at the dog park with Rock back when he could like still get up and run and do that whole thing. And we liked the dog park, by the way. Also, this is where we met said person, which is why we never went back to the dog park. And also, Rock just got humped a bunch, so we just didn't want to put him in that situation. One of the last times we were there, you know me, I roam. There's so many dogs. I'm a dog probably myself. Like I'm telling you, everybody, if I was a past life, I'm a golden retriever. It's just what it is, and I'm okay with that. I remember walking around the dog. dog park and like talking to everybody. I'll show everybody the picture later about me next to the boxer, which I think is what you're going to talk about. But I remember sitting there. She comes and said hi, and like I said hey because we saw her a bunch at the dog park, and we started talking about something, and I think something along the lines of like Japanese candy and like how my friend had just brought some in and yada yada yada. And she goes, "Oh yeah, I order that kind of candy and that type of candy a lot. I have some in my car. Would you like to come and get some?" And I went, "No, I'm good. Nice
How old were you,
talking to
dude?
And
How old?
Oh, ooh,
13, 14?
Younger. We didn't go to the dog park when I was 14, 15
Oh
like that.
no,
We
because
stopped.
yeah.
We stopped probably like middle school. So I couldn't have been older than 12. I was most likely between 10 and 12.
Guys, this is the woman who was totally normal, right? She was this totally normal person. She had this little
Super
chihuahua,
normal.
totally normal. And then one day, not normal, which means I knew her when she was on her meds, and then I met her when she wasn't on her meds. So one day I'm walking around the park, me and my buddy, we both have our dogs, and she goes, "Can I walk with you?" This is when I thought she was normal Sandy. Walking around the park, we take one lap around the park, and she looks at me and my friend, and she says, the Twin Towers came down because the government found a video of me masturbating in my living room. And my friend looked at me, he looked at her, and he goes, "I'm out." And he just walked away. Now I take responsibility for having this stalker because you guys know how much I enjoy weird shit. So I was like, well, let's just hear a little more of the story. And I didn't walk away.
You definitely got my attention. I definitely also would like to know, like, gotta know.
But let's just listen. I don't want to talk to you, but I wouldn't mind seeing the video. I mean, how bad could it be? You know what I mean? Both the towers. So, and she told me that Heath Ledger died because he saw the video.
Dude,
it's like the Ring video.
I was just going to say
that. Like her vagina is the Ring. It's like, and you're like, whoa.
That's so funny. Holy shit. But I mean, like,
man.
I don't like that's
You
definitely.
remember Sandy was normal, bro. Sandy was normal.
I remember, bro. I remember.
She was normal.
She was a normal ass person.
Here's my over the line, man.
Crazy.
And Josh, here's what I understand also. Entertainment's different now. In take even the 80s or 90s, there was such a huge separation between the people on the screen and us. Right? So people didn't feel as comfortable if you saw me in public. It was more of a whisper, like, "Hey, there goes that guy," right?
Yeah.
You don't know. And also the difference between somebody who podcasts and stand up and say somebody who does movies. A movie star you see in a dark room, you're out of the house. It's still the separation. So you might go, "There's Tom Cruise. There's Tom Cruise." You know me as Josh. You watch me talk as Josh. You listen to my jokes as Josh, right? So there is more of a bond. And so the line, I have to understand that as an entertainer, that the line is blurry. The line is blurry as far as when people approach me and what they feel like they can say to me because they feel like they know me.
Know me. Yeah.
And Jacob too, right? They've been hearing stories about this dude for years. So they feel like they know him. So there's a little bit more of ownership's not the right word. And entitlement isn't the right word. It's like you feel like you know me as a person. And so there is a little bit more that we have to be like, okay, you know what I mean? For me, anything over the line for me is when I feel like you want too much. Any kind of demand on my time or something from me, that means that is an entitlement that makes me feel like you're a little dangerous. Anytime you feel entitled to my time or who I am and you want too much, that makes me nervous. So that's what it would be for me.
For me, for me, it's kind of like there's like one of two things. Like one, it's like that. Like I remember after a show, probably in Boston, I think is the last time we were in Boston that week that Rock passed. I remember after the show, there were a couple people that were like, yo, like, let's get a drink. Like, let us buy you some drinks. Let's get hammered. And we were both like, not really our thing. Appreciate it. We're just going to head back up to our hotel room. We got a flight to catch tomorrow. And I remember a couple people getting angry. Like, a couple people getting really angry at the fact that we didn't say yes because we just took pictures with them and had a conversation with them, but said no to going to get hammered with them. And when they get angry and then give attitude after that, because we decide that we don't want to go out with people that we don't know, that for me is one of them. Like, it's like you said, it's like that sense of entitlement of something on our own time, which
Jacob Wolf, you know what it sounds like? It sounds like, this is so weird. I hadn't thought of this. It's almost like we get the reaction that women get when somebody asks them out and they say no, and they're like, fucking bitch. Like
Holy shit. Holy shit. You might, oh my God, you might be onto something.
I mean, that is the exact reaction we get.
You might be onto something.
Air Bomb says, hey, Josh, when is your daughter going to be on? You know, this isn't really her thing, tell you the truth. And that's it. And so that's all I'd say about.
Yeah, but the other thing with the familiarity and like the entitlement thing, I remember once I was at Jersey Mike's. I was working. I was literally on the fucking clock, y'all. Okay.
By the way,
This was 2 separate.
For those of you who have any inkling that Jacob Wolf is some rich kid who hasn't had to work, this dude's had a job since he was 15. Like, you want money, you better fucking make it. Yeah. That's the way that works.
I've worked my entire life, y'all. Like that. I don't. Okay. Anybody who's like, "Oh, you should be a producer by now. Your dad's a comic and this and that." It's like that's not how this fucking business works, yo. It's also not how I was raised. I don't get handed things to me. That's not how we do it. Another thing, I was on the clock. So there was one time where a woman came in. Doesn't fact what she said. Yep. I was working at Jersey Mike's and a woman came in. And I made her sandwich, and right before she walked out, she goes, "Hey, are you Josh Wolf's son?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "How are you?" We started talking. She was like, "Hey, I just want to say, like, love the comedy, and I think you guys are super cool together. Like, I know you're on your clock, but I know you guys don't look super busy. Like, is your manager okay with us taking a picture real quick?" And D-Time was there, and he goes, "Yeah, dude, like, go ahead." So I go off, I go behind the, into the lobby. We take a photo. We say, "Hey, I meet her boyfriend," and that's that. Love those kind of interactions. Respectful, easy, joyful, makes my day, y'all. The interactions I don't like are when you come in and go, "Oh my God, you're that comedian's son, the one who talks about him getting caught showing dick pics on his iCloud." I'm like, "Look, bro, first of all, yes, I am that kid. Second of, and then they continue to go laugh and go, "Oh my God, that's so stupid. Like, how could you ever do that?" I'm like, "Dude, first of all, I'm on the clock right now. So if we want to talk about this, we can talk about this. You can DM me and we'll talk about it later." I go, second of all, you just come out while I'm on the clock with other people in the lobby, just spewing random shit at me, expecting me to laugh and just enjoy it. That's not how this shit works, dude.
Yeah.
It is not how this shit works. Even when I'm not working, if I'm out in public and you just immediately walk up to me and claim me as, one, don't even know my name, and two, as that kid who got caught sending dick pics on his phone, like,
guys, what
is going to make me want to talk to you?
And let me just say this, and I will say this, and so this is for sure something that is a button for Jacob Wolf. Look, man, when you're his age, when you grew up in the time he did, to have the stories that he had about him out there for everybody to see and talk to him about was, for me, man, it was a conversation I had with Beth a million times, conversation I had with Jacob. Should we post this? But knowing that even when he was okay with me posting it, there were going to be repercussions.
Yeah.
There are going to be repercussions. And so that was a really tough thing to wrestle with. So I'm also super sensitive about it. Because I know that it's 100% my doing. Well, there's 100%, and so when I see it happening to him, I probably get a little more reactionary than I need to. He's a grown dude and can handle himself. But I totally get it, man. You have been put in a position that in the history of the world, the amount of views that are on your stories, I would say the only kids, maybe Louis' kids and Cosby's kids, are the only ones who have had stories as visible as the, and I don't know what Louis, I don't know if Louis' kids are identifiable by name. Right. He refers to them, but I don't know. Right. I'm not too familiar with that material. I'm probably Bert Kreischer's kids too, but his jokes about his kids aren't as prominent as the porn one and all that stuff. So you are in uncharted territory. And so I always gave you whatever leeway, and however you needed to react was understandable to me.
100%. We always had that. By the way, someone who
This
just
is
said,
so
"Hi,
funny.
let's get a drink." That's pretty funny.
Super funny.
See,
Thank you so much.
See, with that kind of sense of humor, you might actually be someone I want to go get a drink with. Like, I'm not kidding. Like after the show, if you had made in the future, if you come up to a show and you make that joke, and then are an asshole jokingly and just say, "No, I'm just kidding," because I remember that live. Like, I might actually say, "All right, you know what? Like, let's go grab a drink." But like,
you say Air Bomb and Fluffy. Is Fluffy talking about his kids? I'm not familiar. I'm not familiar with Gabriel's material. Is he talking about his kids now? All right. Yeah, I don't watch Gabriel's material. I haven't in a long time. Not anything against Gabriel, but there's just a lot of. I've known Gabriel for a long fucking time. Good Lord.
Yeah, I think I've only watched really one of Fluffy's specials. I've never really gotten into stuff.
All right, let's go. Last one of the night. And listen, this dude, we love him. We know him.
What's going on?
What's up, dude? Look at that setup you're in, dude.
I'm actually in studio. I'm in school right now.
Congratulations. By the way, your hair is looking tight. Hell yeah, man.
Hey, Jacob, man, it's a pleasure finally get to meet you. I know this is my first time talking to you. Had many conversations with your father, and they've been nothing but good support, entertainment. So this question is for you.
Let's do it.
I don't know how old you are because I don't know too much about you.
24.
Okay. Have you had any type of, what's your story? So I've had a couple stories about prostitutes, and I don't know if you had an opportunity to get one, but if you had an opportunity to get with a prostitute, what will be some of the things that you'd be? What would you do? What would you do? I guess.
I'm in the club. I'm in the club of
Robbie,
no strip club yet. Thank you, Robbie. I'm in the club of never been to a strip club and never prostitute or hooker or anything along those lines. Never done anything there too. I'm actually pretty clean in that section. I've never really jumped into those areas before.
How come, just out of curiosity, not that I'm trying to.
Strip clubs are a waste of money. I'm not going to go watch some girl shake her ass I'm also, guys, if you don't know me or probably do, I'm somehow always in a relationship. I'm just that guy. Like, I like being in relationships. I don't have an issue being tied down and being with one person if I really enjoy them and every aspect of them. I don't see any reason for me not to be dating them.
Jacob Wolf is a relationship guy.
Yeah. And also, guys, I don't date just to fuck. I'm a guy who dates who looks for long term. Like, I date and look for a future. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not dating for that reason, you're fucking stupid. I've never been to a strip club because, one, I'm always in a relationship and people are like, it's not cheating. I'm like, I don't know. Like, it's not cheating, but it's not something that's in a great, nothing that's in like probably in great waters with a lot of girlfriends. My girlfriend now is like, I've never been to a strip club either. Like, we should go to one together for fun. And I'm like, see, like this, like that's the kind of girl that like,
I agree.
That shit's right. It's a waste of money, man. I'm not going to go in with 100 ones and just throw money in the air for girls to act like they like me and tell me all the things that I want to hear to take more money out of my pocket.
Oh, so you have been to a strip club?
No, I just know how they work. By the way, also for the women who are out there who are dancers, get your bag. I encourage and support that you are taking money from those dudes. Do it. That's your money. Get your money. People are like, oh, there are also some pretty smart women in those clubs. They know how to manipulate and do their thing and make that back. So no barking on the hustle. They do their thing.
All right, listen, guys, this is a 2-hour pod. I got a jam. Let me just say a couple things real quick. First of all, Laura, yeah, but I'm telling you, I could talk to you forever, dude. This is like, It feels like 10 minutes. I just want to, and Laura, that's great. that you went with your Beth and I went to a strip club the night before our wedding in New Orleans.
You did?
Oh yeah.
Well, you were on Bourbon Street. That's pretty funny, actually. I like that.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate this. And guys, I have to tell you, I would love to go to Atlanta. Guys, I have to tell you, the compliments about Jacob mean a lot to me. So thank you so much. I know him to be just an amazing young man. So I'm super happy that I do something that, allows him to join in, and we would love to come to Oahu, but like, am I hungover with these sunglasses on? No, these are reading glasses. So I don't know if you know what those are for. Those are for,
and also
seeing.
if you're a fan of Josh Wolf, you know he doesn't drink. So
yeah, I don't drink.
Next question.
But so guys, I just want to repeat, October 19th, my special Here for the Fun will be on the YouTube channel. Hit the notification button, everybody. By the way,
hit the bell.
Even if you're planning on being there, do me a favor, hit the notification button. It is good for me. It makes YouTube jump me into the algorithm more, and we'll put the special where it needs to be. So the more people to sign on, the better. If you could do me a favor and sign on for that, that would be fantastic. Whoa. Thank you so much for that. Super dope. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you. Like a lot. That means a lot.
That's really nice of you. Yeah.
Thank you. Very cool. Nothing that I expected. Thank you so much.
We don't do by the way, we don't do any of this for you guys to donate any money to us. We do this just to have some fun, but we appreciate anybody who does also like to support the cause.
Yeah. And Jen, I love that you have the same relationship with your kids. But guys, head over to that YouTube, hit the notification, and join us on the stream, on the when the chat, when the special's airing, because we will pick one person, plane tickets. And by the way, everybody, Jacob is picking. I know too many of you and your names. So it would be weird if I picked somebody. Do you know what I mean? So
Favorite.
Jacob is picking. It will not be me. We'll decide what the criteria is.
Yep.
But Jacob will be
rules.
picking. Yeah, I will figure it out. You and I will figure it out. But I want to tell you guys,
like best comment, or like something that made me think the most, or like we'll find something.
Roderick, thank you so much for saying that. Let me just say this. I can only tell you that this is the single. I'm most proud of this for many reasons, this special. And then I'm going to get to Jacob Wolf. Mostly because, one, it's the first one I've watched from beginning to end. And Beth watched me and she said, you smiled that entire time. I hate watching myself. I hate it.
He hates it.
I hate it. This
it's his
is
least favorite thing.
Oh my God. This is something and Jen and Ray, you guys were both at shows. So it was so much fun and it was so me. It was the first thing. And this is why, I hid from the guitar and I hid from the craziness and I hid from the looniness in my brain for so long because I just felt like I was going to be judged by other comics. And I finally hit a point in my life where I was like, I don't give a fuck. And this is the first I don't give a fuck I've ever put out. And so that's why I'm so proud of it. It really, at my fucking age, to finally get to the point where I don't give a shit felt good.
It's important.
So, and Jacob Wolf, I just want to say this, man.
Tune in October 19th, picking a winner, 2 plane tickets to any show in the country. Tickets, obviously, and a hotel room. Your choice for the show. Has to be in the country, obviously, if you are in Canada, Mexico, and or anywhere outside of it. We apologize for the inconvenience, but you shall not be selected.
Jacob Wolf with the disclaimer. Thank you so much.
Just making sure everybody knows y'all can all still come in and still join the fun. Doesn't mean you still can't come watch it with us.
They will. And listen, I'll tell you what, if he picks you and you live in another country, I'll send you something. It just won't be a fucking plane ticket.
Facts.
All right, everybody. Hey, Kat, how are you? Good to see you. All right, everybody. Jacob Wolf. By the way, I would love to do Hot Ones. reach out to them. I would love to do it.
Guys. If that's what you want, push it. Because if he gets to do it, I am following him there and watching it. We need that content. And if you guys don't need it, guess who does need it? Me. Let's get that word out there. Yep. Also, talk to Joe Diaz. See, because he was on there. Figure out the contact info from him. Segura, Kaiser have been on that. Like Bert and Segura have been on there together.
I would love to go on with you.
Bert and Segura did a truth or dab. So you either have to answer the question truthfully that they give you, or you eat a hot one.
I would like to do that with you too.
You have the people to contact them. Trust me. There's a lot of things that, yes, do it. Right. Everybody. Yeah.
By the way, if you guys reach out and hit him up, it'll help.
Comment on some post on the Instagram, on Twitter. Just start putting his name out there. If people see that name, they'll reach out.
What happened to Tina, Kat?
Who's
Did
Tina?
I miss something? All right. Oh, poor Tina in Sweden. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Blunt Chrysler's name. That's the way to do it. All right, everybody. Listen, wish me luck fucking uploading this monster.
Christ. Oh,
holy God. Stop stroking the mic. I do stroke the mic every now and then. Yeah, you're right. All right, everybody. It's all right. Hey, man.
Deuces.
I love you, and I can't wait to drop the Hey Man podcast too.
Yeah, I love you too. I'll see you Sunday.
Oh shit! This Sunday must see you.
I'll pick you up from the airport.
I'm gonna be the high guy getting off the plane.
That's me every time I get off the plane.
All right, man. I love you.
All right, love you too. Later, everybody.
See you guys.
Later.